Letco for tonight's Friday night live Facebook record sale, and oh my gosh, is it a good one? I was just telling Josh Tanner, who's all here? I said Ted, Doug, Ed, Ted, Josh, Tanner. If you combine all those names together, you get Fred. Okay. We are going to be selling you records tonight, hopefully. We've got an unusual amount of amazing. We have, I don't know what to say, Tanner. I'm lost for the words. What do I even tell people?
Don't leave.
Don't leave.
Tune in all night.
Yeah. Do not go. Yeah. Do not miss this, okay? Just watch the flip video. Mike Massey, you're going to like tonight. I hope everybody gets on. If somebody can't watch tonight, then you are not in good shape. You're going to regret this. All right, let me copy the link now. I've got it shared in the group. I always forget to share it to other places. Let's do it. Let's do it over there in Nashville Vinyl Collectors and Whiskey. Our friends over at Whiskey and Vinyl, Chris DeMoss's group. Let's see here. Let me get copy. All right, now let me go find that flip video. All right, there's our live link. Now let's just get it shared over on Instagram. Let's find the YouTube. How much is overkill? Of course, you know that's going to be auctioned, Chris. We don't just sneak in metal. Well, actually, we did last night. But oh my gosh, y'all just have no idea what's going on. No balance tonight. No, have we found balance yet? Balance is still, no, John would have, I think, told me. Balance is still somewhere in the back, so no, we have not located balance yet. Richard Allen, you got to be up just pulling all-nighter like I do about every other night. I'm going to have to pull one tonight or I'm going to get severely behind on stuff I need to do, so. Oh my gosh. Live now. Alrighty, let's do that on both stories. And let me go over here to my chat and let's get rolling. Boom. Here we are. All right, so let's officially get started. I'm going to put all this, if we have like a milk crate or a crate, I can put all these auction records in. That way I can show people later some of the stuff we're going to be selling, but pretty incredible. It's right there. It's got the box of one of the first boxes of stuff I'm about to show. Let's see here. This was, yeah, that's what half. So also last night we did some crazy half off stuff. Here's one of them right here, and we'll do some more. I'll take that box right now. This will be our first box of new vinyl arrivals for tonight. Also need to go ahead and step in the office and find, I'm sure there's some Japanese stuff in there tonight we'll get into as well. Man, some great stuff tonight. All right, let me kick this camera up just a little bit. That's your phone, It's Josh. Somebody's. Doesn't look like Tanner's. Oh, something just fell over there. I don't think that was a record, though. Sounded like a charger. Or the cord. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. I need like a milk crate or a crate to put that stuff in. I don't think we got too many options, though. That's why I'm about to order 54 of them tonight. There's a milk crate there, Ed, that has those promotional things in it. If you don't care to grab that and just set that wood crate on the ground. So, did you sell the 77s yesterday? I don't remember. I don't remember, but yes, you can give Tanner can.
Just go to the counter with it.
We can put all of our auction stuff in that. All right, so the show is officially beginning. If you're watching on Michael Nath said good night. Got to meet Michael Nath for the first time today. I rarely get to meet our customers because I'm never here at the store during hours. Got to meet Michael Nath today. Michael, it was an honor and a privilege. I sell a lot of records to a lot of different stuff. And I sell a lot of records to a lot of different people. I sell a lot of stuff to a lot of different people is what I was trying to say. And I rarely get to meet them. So it's always nice to be able to meet them. So if you're watching on Facebook, there's a couple ways you can help us out. I'm going to use my hands to demonstrate. There's a thumbs up button called a like button. If you hadn't already hit that on this feed and you're watching on Facebook, then you've made me sad. If you do hit a thumbs up button, you're going to make me happy. That helps the feed on Facebook. It also really helps when you hit share. When you share, that means all of your friends could possibly see this, and you may have one person that could buy something from us tonight, and then that would be incredible. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a similar thumbs up button. That also helps the analytics. We have a lot of people who share the same passions as us, as buying and collecting music. And if you're liking this video, then there's a good chance that it pops up on their YouTube somehow or another, and they start watching our shows. So that really helps us. There's an amazing selection of new vinyl tonight, and then we have these auctions tonight are just simply mind-blowing. I don't know if we'll get through them all or if we really even want to show them all, but we'll do as much as we can. And we have putbacks. Josh just wheeled up here, and we have a ton of new vinyl to show. That's the agenda for tonight. And there's more putbacks underneath there. We got about 1.5 crates of putbacks. We'll also, at some point tonight, do some half-off bins like we did last night. I've seen a couple more over here I'm going to grab. We're going to do some half-off records. Make sure you stay until midnight or as late as you can. And then last but not least, new vintage arrivals, which I don't think I've mentioned yet, which is probably the backbone of our shows. So, all right, Def Leppard. This album's called Def Leppard. It's by Def Leppard. And this is $49.99. This is a 2 LP picture disc. I did not know I could get this. I've never had it before. Def Leppard picture disc. That is $49.99. That's a 2 LP picture disc by Def Leppard. $49.99. That's their self-titled album, Def Leppard. Got a restock of Iron Maiden, Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. And this is I think this is technically the U.S. version that's made in Germany. Those are $36.99. $36.99. First sale of the night, Ring the Bell. That is sold to Ryan Foster. Ryan Foster. Alvo Dabney wants a Def Leppard. Mike Vandergist wants an Iron Maiden. And Balance. No Balance tonight. I have not located that yet since I took a picture of it in the truck that day. Where was we? Arkansas? I think we were in Texarkana. I took a picture of it, and I have not seen it since then. I promise you, it's somewhere in this building. Next record is a restock of Snoop Dogg, The Dogfather. This is Snoop Doggy Dogg. It's on gold clear with white gold splatter vinyl. Those are $39.99. It's a 2 LP colored vinyl. Snoop Dogg, we sold an OG last night. $39.99. I have 2 of those, and there was somebody on a wait list, Troy Robinson. I've got it over here. Trez Dabney's also on Snoop Dogg. We had an original last night, or not an original. We had a 2011, I think, or 2001 maybe. One more Snoop Dogg left if anybody wants it. We still got 3 Iron Maidens, and I have Def Leppard. David Howard, it's Def Leppard self-titled. $49.99. 2 LP picture disc. Okay, this music on vinyl title coming up next is part of, they released about 5 metal titles all at once, and I didn't get pre-orders posted for all of them. This is Defiance. I only have 2 of them. They're limited to 1,500 on translucent blue vinyl, and this is $38.99. Defiance, $38.99. That's a new music on vinyl release, limited to 1,500 on blue vinyl. I have 2 of them. I have 2 of them to sell. I also got a restock of T-Rex. That is Electric Warrior. That's a 2 LP, 45 RPM from Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, $69.99. 2 LP, 45 RPM, limited and numbered on the back. That is T-Rex Electric Warrior, $69.99. $69.99. I got a restock. Finally, I was worried I wasn't going to get any more since that first shipment that we waited forever on. Queensryche Condition Human, $33.99. Alvo Dabney wants a T-Rex from MoFi, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. Sold that to Alvo Dabney. And yeah, Defiance is music on vinyl, limited and numbered to 15 on blue vinyl, 1,500. A restock of White Line Pride. Haven't had that in a while from Music on Vinyl. That is $39.99. White Lion Pride. Music on Vinyl. Brian Jackson wants Defiance. Sell that to Brandon Jackson. Brandon Jackson. Also, wherever the laptop is, there's a sheet for all the pre-orders tonight. Somewhere in there. Kevin Jordan. Got to see him again today, too. Kevin Jordan on the White Line. I'm going to give him that one. And whoever's next, this last one has a little bit of a messed up pop sticker, but that's the only one I have left. It's not too bad. It just got peeled off a little bit. And Darwin, sorry, Darwin, I struggle with your name. Just the A's and the R's just don't want to come out for me. If you're okay with that little torn hop sticker, the Music on Vinyl sticker, that's the last one I have left. I'm going to go ahead and put you down for it. If you don't want it, that's okay. Some people pass because of the sticker. If that's okay, you can put it back. He says that's okay. Got a restock of Yes, Fragile. That is the clear vinyl, gatefold, cut by Bernie Grunman. Amazing sounding record. One of my favorite records of all time, especially by Yes. $31.99. Gatefold, clear vinyl. It sounds incredible. I've listened to a lot of different versions. The One Step, the OG, UK pressings. The One Step's tough to beat. This is a nice, affordable, comparable version to it. Got a restock of Velvet Underground Collected. $44.99. Velvet Underground Collected. That's a 2 LP with 4-page book. $44.99. Velvet Underground Collected. And Michael Nath, I believe you were the one on the waiting list for that. So I've already got you one pulled. Been selling a lot of Velvet Underground lately. Also got a restock of Cinderella, Long Cold Winter. Cinderella is $38.99 for Long Cold Winter. $38.99. $38.99. A restock of Jackal. Jackal self-titled, their debut album. That's also from Music on Vinyl. As you can tell, a lot of Music on Vinyl stuff. That's from a distributor where I get most of those from. Without them, we would get very little. Velvet Underground sold to Alvo Dabney, and Darren also wants a Cinderella. Cinderella to Darren. All right, let's see. Yeah, Troy Robinson, you were on the wait list for Snoop Dogg. I've already pulled that off. Velvet Underground to Michael Nath, and the other records that's those big lists for, those are coming up in just a second. Here is the one I was talking about. Oingo Boingo. Boingo. It's actually called, also known as Oingo Boingo. This album, they was released under Boingo. Limited to 1,000 smoky colored vinyl. This is a new release, Danny Elfman in Boingo. I've got 3 of them left. This is something you might want to grab. Here's everybody that pre-ordered it, and I've got enough allocation for everybody. Jeff McIntosh, John Matthews got 2. Tommy Flowers, George Buchanan, Josh Duvall, Mike Massey, Brent Rabley got 2. Walt Cruz, Linda Hasty got 2. Paul Beal, Scott Smith got 2. Matt Shiker, Jennifer Scripter, Corey Bush, Michael Hunt, William Swisher, Kevin Squires, and Wyatt Akins. That's Oingo Boingo. That's $49.99. Jackal is $38.99, James Cohorn. Jackal is $38.99. And Boingo, the 3 we have are sold. That is Kyle Morgan, Jason F., and Stephen Tuttle. I'm obviously going to order more of these. First time on vinyl, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, first time on vinyl. They only made 1,000 of them. I'm definitely going to try to grab more. $44.99, especially for Oingo Boingo stuff. Their stock has certainly risen lately. If anybody else wants on this waiting list, I highly recommend getting on the Oingo Boingo waiting list. If I can get more, you probably want one. If they ever make this again, they'll probably do it on a different colored vinyl, or they'll make it on black vinyl. If they make it on black vinyl, it will definitely raise the value of this one regardless. So these 3 are sold. Kyle Morgan, Jason F., and Stephen Tuttle. Darren needs to put back to Cinderella, no problem. And James Bragg, first person on the Oingo Boingo wait list. So I have Cinderella, Long Cold Winter. All right, I only have 1 of these. I think I can still get more. So this is definitely probably going to be a wait list, but I did pre-sell a bunch of them. Slayer, South of Heaven, back in stock. These are $36.99. This title, for some reason, hadn't been printed in a long time. OGs are obviously really expensive, and these 180-gram remasters, I've auctioned these for as much as $100 in the last 6 months right here on this show. I have pre-sold, I think, 19 of them, and I had 20. Be sure you get on this wait list. I think I can get more. I'm going to order a bunch of them, It would be a great waiting list to be on. If I do get them, they'll be here next week. Here's everybody who already has one. Chuck Wilson, Bob Medine, Troy Shark, Chad Fleener, Steve Howe, Andrew Sansabrino, Jamie Butler, Matt Shaker, Chris Heading, Jeffrey Walker, Martin Pryor, Ryan Rice, William Lee Murray, Dwayne Sevilla, Kyle Gregory, Kyle Morgan, Ryan Green, Rich Recore, and Brett Mylin. Those folks right there, they all have a Slayer already pulled, and I have one more we can tag tonight, and then everybody else will be a waiting list. So I've got one more, and then the rest, if you want one, please get on the waiting list so I know how many to order. I'm probably going to order a bunch anyway, but that means you've already got one spoken for next week's invoice. This one is sold to Mike Vandergenst. James Bragg first on the waiting list, Michael Herrera second, Kevin Jordan, and Joe Barrios. Also got a restock. We sold out of this the last time, or I guess Wednesday night. We sold out of this Wednesday night. Pantera, Far Beyond Driven, and that is white and stronger than blue marbled vinyl, $34.99 for Pantera. Pantera is $34.99. $34.99. That is the limited numbered colored version, $34.99. Martin Pryor says James Bragg can have my Slayer. All right, so Slayer, Martin Pryor's on the waiting list, or he was on the pre-sale list, so we can take him off and give that additional one to James Bragg. All right, Brett Mylin. Brett Mylin on Pantera, and James Bragg wants all the Panteras you have. Let's see here. Dustin Chandler wants Jackal, and Jason F. wants the 3LP American Heartbreak. All right, I can go ahead and pull that. It's right here. American Heartbreak. That's this is sold to Jason F. And let's see, we got Brett Mylin of Pantera, Dustin Chandler on Jackal, and Jason F. on American Heartbreak. Different ones, not all of all. Okay, so James Bragg wants one each of all the Panteras. I know I got you a Far Beyond Driven. We are sold out of Cowboys from Hell, but I will pull you the other two when I find them. Actually, I see one right here. I'll go ahead and show that in case anybody else wants it. And what was the other one? That is Reinventing the Steel. Those are somewhere around here. James, when I find them, I'll go ahead and pull you one. All right, let's see here. Sell that. So go ahead and tag James Bragg for this one. And by the way, it's $34.99. That one's Great Southern. Let me show it right quick. Great Southern Trendkill. That's also on colored vinyl. Pantera, $34.99. And that is sold to James Bragg, $34.99. Yes, Slayer waiting list. Let's see. Okay. Don't need that one from you got last week. Okay, so you don't need Cowboys from Hell. So here's what's left in the first bin. Let me go ahead and pull up some auctions. Oh my gosh. Incredible auctions tonight. Let me read off some titles. Adam and the Ants, Devo, Scorpions. Actually, this is not our auction bin. Here we go. Talking Heads, Ultravox, Psychedelic Furs, Halloween, Oingo Boingo, Siouxsie and the Banshees, Tesla, Dio, Dokken, Queensryche, Pixies, XTC, Oingo Boingo, Overkill, Wasp, Agent Orange, Funkadelic, Steel Panther, Yardbirds, Led Zeppelin, and Jeff Healey. Let me go ahead and pull a Jeff Healey, and let me go ahead and pull a Dokken, I guess. These are some amazing records from that Dallas horde. I don't really call it a collection. This guy was a record hoarder, okay? I mean, who else has, how many Led Zeppelin 2s did we have? 27? 27 Led Zeppelin 2s, maybe? 28? Something like that is what I initially counted. Jeff Healey Band, See the Light. Here's our first auction of the night. Jeff Healey Band, See the Light. I was reading about Stevie Ray Vaughan last night, and of course he was mentioned, Jeff Healey was mentioned in that kind of blues revival that Stevie Ray Vaughan was in the 80s. Jeff Healey Band, See the Light. Near mint OG copy with original inner sleeve. That is a $20 start. Jeff Healey Band's a $20 start. Dokken, Back for the Attack. This is a 1987 club. It is near mint in shrink wrap. Back for the Attack. Really nice copy, as in near mint minus. Original inner sleeve in shrink wrap. It's an 87 club copy. $45 start on that. $45 start on that. I bought several Pantera the other day, but I don't know if I got all that. Clint, we will make a note to check your ticket and make sure you get all the Panteras as well. But I think I pulled you all one I pulled you one. Did you get the live Pantera? I have not got that one. Jeff Healy, $20 bid. Jeff Healy, 2020, and looking for a $45 start. Was that the only Zach Bryan? Yes, we only have one Zach Bryan title still. They kind of faked me out and said they loaded up 10 copies of Deanne in my cart, and then they took them out. So they must have got a shipment of those, but they ran out before they got to me because I didn't have enough ordered. I should have ordered those a long time ago, but he's, as of late, Zach Bryan, I'd say the demand's gone way up, and so I'm just now getting my orders in for those. Tanner told me so, just like Tyler Childers about 3 years ago. Tanner's like, you got to listen to this guy. And I was like, I don't like country. And he's like, it's not country. You'll like it. I have to say I was wrong. And I don't like to admit I'm wrong too many times. Iron Maiden, seventh son of a seventh son, $36.99. I have 3 of them. Seventh son of a seventh son. If you're just joining us, you hadn't missed anything. First crate of vinyl, first 2 auctions. Iron Maiden is $36.99. You'll want to stick around. You'll want to stick around to see some of these auctions. There's more. Yeah, there's more than those I named off. So, okay, Def Leppard. First is Snoop Dogg. I've got one left. We just sold the other one. Snoop Dogg, The Dogfather. That is $39.99. That's 2 LP colored vinyl. I have one left. I also have one copy left of Def Leppard, self-titled Def Leppard, 2 LP picture disc, $49.99. One copy left of the new music on vinyl release, Defiance. Defiance is limited to 1,500 on blue vinyl. That is $38.99. By the way, Jeff Healy's at $33, and David Howard wants a Def Leppard. I'm looking for a $45 start on the pristine Dokken. Everybody's always asking about this. Don't let the club copy scare you. It's not like it's going to sound terrible or anything. It's a near mint copy. Dokken back for the attack. $45 start. We sold one. I have one left. That's T-Rex Electric Warrior. Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. That's sometimes abbreviated as MoFi. This is a 2 LP, 45 RPM, and that is $69.99. Meat Puppets. We sold one last night. I put it for auction and didn't get a bid, and then we sold it later. The other one, yes, I'll probably put it for auction. Paul Brothers first on the last Snoop Dogg. That sold to Paul Brothers. If anybody else wants one of those, please let me know if you want on a waiting list. And Daniel Cody gets the T-Rex. Yeah, I was going to post this Defiance as a pre-order, but I don't know a lot about them. I knew it was metal, and I'm sure it's tough to get. But $38.99. I just have one. I'm sure I can get more, though. A restock of that infamous Queensryche album that we waited almost a year to get. This is $33.99. It says made in Austria or Australia. Made in Austria. Queensryche Condition Human. That is $33.99. Dwayne Sevilla wants on the Snoop Dogg wait list. I got a restock, and I'm glad I did, of this fantastic sounding Yes album, Fragile. $31.99 for Fragile. Velvet Underground Collected, $44.99. $44.99. Velvet Underground Collected. One left. Cinderella, one of our best-selling music on vinyl titles. Cinderella Long Cold Winter. We get OGs of those, but we don't never have enough to keep up with the demand. There's no telling how many I sold of those, probably 100 plus. And plenty of Panteras. I've really loaded up for these. These originally came out like 2 years ago, and we didn't get enough. I mean, we sold a ton of them. I think y'all remember we were slinging them out everywhere, but we hadn't seen them in almost 2 years. So $34 for the colored vinyl Panteras. They also have 2 LP versions on black vinyl and print, but these colored vinyl, it seems like always sell a little bit better. All right, so our first 2 auctions is Jeff Healy, See the Light. This is an OG, near mint minus copy. High bid is $42 with Debbie Blair. Jeff Healy band, See the Light. Debbie Blair's at $42. There's the inner sleeve. That's what I'm trying to get out to show you. It's wanting to be stubborn, though. Oh, hey, look at this. It's got the original receipt with it. Sound Warehouse. This came from Dallas. That's probably where that's from. 1988. They bought 2 records for $6.99 each. Has the original Sound Warehouse receipt with it. I'm gonna put the inner sleeve and receipt behind the jacket. Chris Kirkley's at $45 on that. Let me put it up here, actually, not back in the box. And we got 2 bidders on Dokken. Dokken is a near mint club copy. It's pristine. Joe Gabriel actually bid first at $45. Joe Gabriel actually bid first at $45. And then Dwayne Sevilla on the Snoop Dogg waiting list. Michael Herrera on the Slayer South of Heaven waiting list. Jared, Cinderella is $38.99. $38.99 for Cinderella. Any more Pantera Cowboys? I got one more copy in, but we already have a wait list. If you want on the wait list for Cowboys for Hell, let me know. And let's see, any more Vulgar Display of Power colored vinyl? Maybe. Maybe. That's the other one. If so, they're around here somewhere. All right, so that's our first two auctions. Let me figure out what crate to go through first. Y'all are going to like these crates. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, let's go through this one. All right, I don't know even how to begin. I mean, this is one of those nights I refer to y'all, I talk to y'all, I talk about, I refer to as, I don't even know what to show you. It's all such good titles. We've pulled out almost an entire crate out of the stuff we were supposed to just straight sell. And yeah, it's almost problematic, isn't it, Tanner? Okay, so I got plenty of new vinyl to show you too. We had huge restocks from 2 different distributors, and we're going to go ahead and show this crate here. There's a lot of what we call top copies in here, stuff I never see in shrink wrap with hype stickers. We've got it in here tonight, so everybody buckle up. Bob Riger says, show it all, bro. We're going to. Greg wants a color vinyl Vulgar Display of Power. That's what I'm trying to find around here. If I do have any left, I guess I don't have many, because they're not like they're popping out at me. Let's see. Yeah, I just don't see them they're just not really laying around too many places. Yeah, Tanner's going to look for us. All right, let's see here. High bid on Dawkins is Joe Gabriel at $50. Joe Gabriel's at $50. High bid on Jeff Healy's $55. All right. Chris Kirkley's at $60. Let's go through this first crate. There's some stuff I'm going to tell you the price first, like this one. This is $99.99. The slits cut, $99.99. Slits cut. This, if I'm not telling you the condition, of course, it's a near mint minus EX Plus record. This is a 1979, $99.99. The slits cut. They were in the box. That was not Vulgar Display of Power. That was Far Beyond Driven. That was Far Beyond Driven. Mike Massey first to the slits. First record sold. Next is $39.99. It's Battle Cry. 1996 on splatter vinyl. Battle Cry. $39.99. That's pressed in 1996. Battle Cry is $39.99. Next is $29.99. That's the Beatles 65. That's an Apple pressing in shrink wrap. The Beatles 65, really nice Apple pressing, $29.99. That's in shrink wrap. I Feel Fine, She's a Woman. I'll Follow the Sun. That's a good one. Really nice copy. Squeeze, Sweets from a Stranger. Squeeze is $19.99. Final call on Dawkins for $50, and final call on, well, no, Jeff Healy's still getting bids. We got 3 different bids on Jeff Healy. Mike Massey first to Battle Cry. We got Mike Massey on the first 2 records, Slits and Battle Cry. He says pass on Battle Cry. It's back in here. But Ivan does want the Beatles. Ivan Villavenicio takes the Beatles. Let's see. I haven't seen any Striper. Psych Out. This is the soundtrack to Psych Out, $39.99. Check out some of these artists. Strawberry Alarm Clock, The Seeds, The Storybook, Psych Out. That's on the Sidewalk label. Extremely nice copy, $39.99. Okay. We do have Striper from the Dallas collection. When will it be showed? I have no idea. We will definitely let you know. It will be in a hot picture. Unlike all this stuff here, that's just be glad you're tuning in. This next record's $49.99. That's Robert Fripp Exposure. That's a sealed copy. 1979, that is sealed. $49.99. Smoky Hog, Original Folk Blues. That is $19.99. Smoky Hog, Original Folk Blues, $19.99. Funkadelic, Uncle Jam Wants You. This is $39.99 for Funkadelic. Uncle Jam Wants You. Nice copy. Don't get that too often. Uncle Jam Wants You. $39.99 for Funkadelic. Ryan Foster, first to the Robert Fripp. That was sealed. That is sold to Ryan Foster. Mike Vander gets first on Hog, and Josh Duvall gets the Funkadelic. And Tanner, Funkadelic was going to be auctioned, but that's Josh Duvall's $39.99. $39.99. Joe Gabriel, you were second. James Bragg, you were third. High bid on the Jeff Healy band, See the Light, is Debbie Blair at $77. I guess we can go ahead and sell Dockin. I didn't see anybody else bid. That is a top copy, and that is sold to Joe Gabriel for $50. That's sold to Joe Gabriel for $50. Several people next on Funkadelic. High bid on Jeff Healy's, $80. Okay, so here's some stuff, like I said, I had over here in my auction bin. Psychedelic Furs, Halloween, Oingo Boingo, Seizing the Banshees, Tesla, Pixies, Overkill, Wasp. Oh, we do have another Funkadelic. Yeah, this one was... Here's another one. Here's the one we just sold. Let's put it up for auction. I think this one, I don't know which pressing that one was we just sold, but here's another one, and it looks extremely nice. It looks just as nice as the other one we just had. I knew I had one pulled for auction. I don't know if that's the original label. I don't think so, but I can promise you this is a near mint record. Very nice copy. Does have a saw mark down here, gatefold. We'll get that started for, what did we just sell the other one? $39. We'll start this one at $35. Funkadelic, Uncle Jam wants you. Okay. Sonny Terry, Sonny is King, $24.99. Sonny Terry, Sonny is King, $24.99. Hound Dog Taylor and the House Rockers, Beware of the Dog, $29.99. Beware of the Dog, $29.99. Mike Vandergast, first to Sonny Terry. Funkadelic, $35, now $40. The Stooges, live at Whiskey A Go Go, 1988 France, pink vinyl, $39.99. The Stooges, this is on pink vinyl, 1988 French pressing, live at the Whiskey A Go Go, $39.99. All right, high bid on Jeff Healy. Debbie Blair is at $82. That's going twice, going three times. Funkadelic was $35 and now $40. Mike Vandergast was first to the Sonny Terry, and Mike Vandergast was first to Hound Dog Taylor. Then Josh Miller was second. Mike Massey was first to the Stooges. Then Josh Duvall, then Ben Sharp. Sticks, Kilroy was here. Really nice copy. Mr. Roboto, $19.99. James Bragg is at $40 on Funkadelic. That's going once, going twice, and so is Jeff Healy. James Brown, take a look at those cakes. $29.99. Gold stamp promo. James Brown. I don't think I've ever had that one. White label promo. Take a look at those cakes. $29.99. James McGowan first on Sticks. Brandon Jackson second. And Greg Rogers third. Final call on Funkadelic for $40. And final call on Jeff Healy for $82 with Debbie Blair. Jaws 2 soundtrack. That is sealed from 1978, $39.99. Jaws 2 soundtrack, music by John Williams. That is sealed, $39.99. What do we have here? ZZ Top, 1990 picture disc, $39.99. I didn't even know this existed. Wow, how cool. It's Rip It Up and Sharp Dressed Man, 1990 UK, $39.99. ZZ Top, special collector's edition shaped picture disc. Came from Texas. Makes sense. $64.99 for, I don't know. What is this? Flux of Pink Indians. Taking a Liberty. 1987 UK. $64.99. Flux of Pink Indians. That is $64.99. 1987 UK. Whitney Houston. So Emotional. 1987 near mint with poster. John had this one tagged to auction. So let's auction it. It has the poster with it, and I'm going to end these two right now. James Bragg gets Funkadelic for $40, and Jeff Healy is sold to Debbie Blair for $82. We can go ahead and pull Jaws for Paul Brothers, and let's go ahead and pull Flux for Mike Massey. All right, we got Whitney Houston, So Emotional, in shrink wrap with the hype sticker. It says includes a special full-color souvenir poster, and the poster is in there. The poster's in there. There's the poster. $15 start for Whitney Houston. Never seen that before. Never seen that before. I handle a lot of records too, as in tens of thousands every day. Let's do a Tesla, and then we'll do a Susie and the Banshees after that, because everybody's asking for it in masses. So we'll run those in just a second. We have Tesla Mechanical Resonance. Let me see what kind of pressing we have here. The vinyl's in EX condition. Has the original inner sleeve. EX condition means just a hair Below near mint minus. Yeah, it has a couple scuffs right here. Definitely no feelers, nothing that's going to affect sound play. This appears to be a nice copy, especially if you don't have one already. I will start that for $65. VG Plus cover of original inner sleeve. Tesla, $65 start, mechanical resonance. Whitney Houston, 15 with Courtney. Dan Triaga is going to get the ZZ Top picture disc. And Gary Samuels in on Tesla, so is Dakota. And Arthur, I will run the Oingo Boingos in just a second. Hey, another copy of Nina. 99 Luff balloons, 99 red balloons in English. This is $34.99. This is also a top copy and shrink wrap near mint minus vinyl. Nina, 99 Luff balloons. Florida Punk from the 60s. How cool, $39.99. This has some rare Punk 45s that I'm sure is going to cost you a lot of money if you were to buy OGs. Florida Punk, $39.99. That's in near mint condition too. Dakota's at 70 on Tesla. James Bragg wants the Nina. Jeff McMaster takes the Florida Punk. I'd like to listen to that before we ship it out. That probably has some rare stuff on it. Life Out There, various artists. I don't know what this is. $24.99, another compilation. By the look of it, it looks punk. It says Denton, Texas, of course. That's where we got it, $24.99. And the super groups. This is, I love this series here from Atlantic Records. This is $24.99. This is a top copy. Original inner sleeve, pristine near mint vinyl. This has Cream, Vanilla Fudge, Buffalo Springfield, the Bee Gees, Iron Butterfly, the Rascals. That's $24.99. That's called the super groups. Okay, Courtney's our lone bidder on the Whitney Houston So Emotional. Courtney Eatman has that for $15, going twice, going 3 times. We are about to sell it. The bids on Tesla was 65, 65, 70, 70, 72. Brandon Jackson wants the Life Out There, very artist. Michael Nath on the super groups, and Dakota's at 75 on Tesla. What time is it? The time. The time is $29.99. That's a 1982 Allied press. I don't get their stuff too often. The time, near mint copy, $29.99. The Bobby Fuller 4. Never had seen this one. I always see I Fought the Law. John said this one's tough to get. 1965 USA press. EX $74.99. That's on the Mustang label. EX vinyl. Bobby Fuller 4. That's called Carla, maybe? K-R-L-A, King of the Wheels. $74.99. Bobby Fuller. Split ends. Mental Notes. Split ends, middle notes. $24.99. I don't think I've ever had that split ends. I usually have this one. True Colors. Is this one etched? Sometimes they're etched. This one's not etched. $24.99. True Colors, split ends. I think that's the one that's normally etched. All right. Dakota is at 75 on Tesla. Mechanical Resonance. Really nice copy. EX vinyl. Not pristine. Is EX. And then we can go ahead and sell Courtney, the Whitney Houston. That is sold to Courtney for $15. $15. Chris Kirkley, you were first to split ends. Let me know if you want Mental Notes or True Colors. You were first to that, and Kyle Morgan wants Mental Notes. All right, let's run one of the Oingo Boingos. Man, oh my gosh. I never can get enough of this stuff. This is a good one. It's called Boingo Alive, a celebration of a decade, 1979 to 1988. Their stuff is sort of in print. Not too long ago, they printed a couple of their albums, limited to 500 on colored vinyl. I didn't realize the demand at the time. I think that's right when I started seeing everybody wanting their records. And ever since then, we hadn't been able to get any more. I mean, they only made 500. This is a near mint copy. It's a 2LP compilation gatefold, USOG. And to get this one started, it takes 100. Yes, 100. Boingo Alive, a celebration of a decade, 1979 to 1988. Final call on Tesla for 75. Chris Kirkley is going to get both of the split ends. Those are sold to Chris Kirkley. Roxy Music's greatest hits. Hey, look, John even put top copy. I guess somebody said that's a nice drinking word. $34.99. Roxy Music's greatest hits, $34.99. Roxy Music's greatest hits. Near mint copy. Looks unplayed. St. Elmo's Fire soundtrack with the hype sticker, $24.99. St. Elmo's Fire, really nice copy, $24.99. And Runt. I told Tanner, I said, if no one buys this, I'm keeping it. Which usually if I say that, somebody's going to buy it. $39.99. This is on Bearsville label. But look at the hype stickers featuring Todd Rundgren. We Gotta Get You a Woman. What a great song. In shrink wrap, $39.99. And this is a near mint copy. Todd Rundgren. $39.99. All right, back up to the top. Chris Kirkley got both split ends. Ryan Foster was first to Roxy Music. Mike Massey's at 115 on the Oingo Boingo. Michael Nath, you were next on Roxy Music. And John Humphrey, of course, is going to get the run. Let's go ahead and sell Dakota Tesla for $75. Mechanical Resonance. Sold. Sold to Dakota. $75. I got this King Diamond record. I wonder if Michael Nath is watching, because he spotted that all the way when I copied or posted some pictures from Dallas of the spine. So, all right, Susie and the Banshees. What is this one? Hyena? Is that what that says? It looks like Hyena. Hyena, yeah. This is a near mint 1984 USOG Allied Press. $40 start. We just don't get this stuff too often. I wish we had stacks of it, but we don't. $40 start. I can call that one almost the top copy. About the only thing wrong with it is it's got a little bit of retail sticker residue right here. $40 start on Susie and the Banshees, Hyena. All right, Oingo Boingo's at 115 with Mike Massey. I think that's who bid. Yeah, Mike Massey's at 115. James Bragg's at 120. All right, St. Elmo's Fire, $24.99. Shrink wrap and hop sticker. Next record is $29.99. Sanford & Son. How often have you seen this? I think I've had one other time, and I didn't want to sell it. RCA Orange Label, $29.99. Sanford & Son. This is from the original TV show, Red Fox, Desmond Wilson. $29.99. I think that's spoken word. I don't know. Yeah, of course, the theme song, but I don't get that too often. Pretty cool collectible record there. Yardbirds Afternoon Tea Picture Disc, $29.99. There's Paige. There's Beck. $29.99. Ralph. Who's the other ones? $29.99 for the Yardbirds Afternoon Tea Picture Disc. Nilsson, Sandman. A Harry Nilsson album that I don't think I've ever had too many copies of. We got out the stuff tonight. You're going to hear me wear this out. I don't see this too often. That's the kind of stuff we've put out for tonight's show. I don't see this too often kind of stuff. $29.99. Dustin Chandler wants the St. Elmo's Fire. Sell that to Dustin Chandler. Toby Grimm was first to the Sanford & Son. Vin Dandy got that. Toby Grimm. Terrell Boatnight, you were second. Arthur Maldondo's at 125 on the Oingo Boingo. Rob Scheffler, you were next on Sanford & Son. Arthur's at 135 on Oingo Boingo. Chris DeMoss, you were next on Sanford & Son. James Bragg is at 45 on Susie and the Banshees. Edward was at 40. Gary Samuels first on Nilsson, and Mike Massey's at 150 on the Oingo Boingo. Next record is $49.99. It's the Thugs. $49.99. This is self-titled 1966. Actually, a pretty clean copy for what it is. 1967, The Thugs. $49.99. Susie and the Banshees is at 50. Oingo and the Boingo. Oingo the Boingo. Oingo Boingo is at 150. I'm going to start just saying Boingo. Too many syllables there. Brian C. first to the Thugs. Guess what? There's another one coming up. It's called Virgin Thugs. It is $59.99. Another really nice copy. It unfortunately has this one scuff right here. Other than that, really clean copy for what we usually see on this. Virgin Thugs for adult minds only. That's a 1967 U.S. press as well. $59.99. Brian, you need that one too. Dire Straits Making Movies. $34.99. Really nice copy in shrink wrap. OG Dire Straits in shrink wrap. $34.99 on that. And Alice Cooper, Toronto Rock and Roll Revival, 1969, Volume 4. Alice Cooper, $24.99 on that. $24.99 on that. Nilsson, The Point. Here's another one. This is a 1971 Indianapolis press. $64.99. Harry Nilsson, The Point. Orange RCA label. Near mint minus. That is $64.99. Weather Report. Birdland. What a weird looking cover. It's a white label promo. $19.99. Birdland, the most requested cut from Weather Report's new album, Heavy Weather. That is $19.99. Update on our auctions. Edward Star Wars is at 50 on Susie and the Banshees Hyena. Near mint, 87. Allied pressing. Final call, $50. Next is Mike Massey. He's at 150 on Boingo. Final call on that. Alvo Dabney on BIL. That might have been for NIL. We'll see which Alvo he wants the point. He wants Harry Nilsson. That's sold to Alvo Dabney. That was probably for NIL. Sanford & Son. Sanford & Son went to Toby Grimm. Terrell was second. Rob Scheffler was third. Chris DeMoss, you were fourth on that. Josh Duvall's in on Susie and the Banshees for 55, and Michael Bohannon wants Dire Straits. Sell that to Michael Bohannon. DS, Dire Straits. Michael Jackson, Bad. We had a copy last night. Here's another one. Really nice, clean, OG gatefold with original inner sleeve. $29.99. I'm about to sell Boingo for $150. Now is the time. If you want to bid. Rock Legends, The Runaways. This is an Australian compilation. First track is Cherry Bomb, $34.99. Rock Legends, The Runaways. That is, did I say Australian? Yeah, Australian compilation, $34.99. $34.99, The Runaways. Boy, they look kind of mean. I don't know if I'd want to hang out with those gals. Aaron Gardner, first on Michael Jackson. That's sold to Aaron Gardner. Jeff McMaster, second. Josh Duvall's in on the Boingo at $155. Edward Star Wars, you were third on Bad. And Dwayne Sevilla, first on the Runaways. Tommy Green, you were second. Tracy Miller, third. David Tate, fourth. Susie and the Banshees has another bid. It's now at $67. Here's a couple things we don't get too often. Oingo Boingo and Susie and the Banshees. I wish we did. It's just not a lot of them out there. Wolves Council, you were fifth on the Runaways. Next is $34.99. This is another Dire Straits. Love Over Gold. Original. Inner sleeve, $34.99. Near mint minus copy. Dire Straits is $34.99. And Gary Newman Dance. Don't get a lot of OG Gary Newman. This is also, no, this one is $24.99. Gary Newman Dance, $24.99. James Bragg, you were also down the list on the Runaways. And Alvo Dabney, yes, you did get the point. Ryan Foster, first to Gary Newman. That's sold to Ryan Foster. Doug Jeppesen, second. Next record, XTC, The Big Express. This one is $44.99. XTC, The Big Express. I think the last time we had some 200 grand copies of this, but not an OG. That is $44.99. XTC, The Big Express. Okay, update on our auctions. I'm going to get everybody updated so we know where we're at. Up for bid over here, we have an OG US press of Boingo Alive, Celebration of a Decade, 1979 to 1988. Gatefold pressing, super nice copy, original inner sleeves, really, really nice. Really, really nice. There's the both inner sleeves. High bid on this is Josh Duvall for $155. Going once, going twice. I'm going to call that a top copy. And then Susie and the Banshees is with, where are we at on this? James Bragg is at 67. James Bragg is at 67, 1987. Susie and the Banshees, Hyena. Near mint, 87, Allied Press. That is at 67. Okay, Brent Rabley got XTC. Tanner, that one was $44.99. The Dire Straits price, Love Over Gold. That is an OG, $34.99. The Alarm Declaration, $34.99. The Alarm Declaration. I don't think we've ever had this one. 1984 IRS label. Mike Massey's at $165 on Boingo. Edwards at $69 on Susie. We have Robert Fripp, Let the Power Fall, $34.99. 1981 Robert Fripp, Let the Power Fall. Another one, original inner sleeve, really nice copy, $34.99. Also $34.99 is Brian Ferry, In Your Mind. Never have seen that before. On Atlantic, 1977. Near mint copy. Ryan Foster. He's buying up all the Fripp tonight. He gets Let the Power Fall. That's sold to Ryan Foster. And $44.99 for X. Live at the Whiskey A Go-Go. Never had this before. $44.99. 2LP with inner sleeves. Wow. Gold stamp promo. 1988. X. Sold to Josh Duvall. And this next record is a top copy. I'll go ahead and let you know. It's in shrink wrap, it's in hype sticker, and it's their most commercially successful album. If you need an upgrade, this is it. Devo, Freedom of Choice. Whip It. Contains the hit songs Whip It, Girl You Want, original inner sleeve. It looks unplayed. $44.99. Josh Duvall, man, that was fast. He got X and Devo. Update on our auctions. Susie and the Banshees is at $71. Susie and the Banshees is at $71. Boingo is at what? We had a new bid. Mike Massey, $165. Josh Duvall said he was out. $165 and $71. That was a fantastic crate. We've got 3 more like that, and pretty much an entire crate of stuff like this. We've got an auction. So what I'm trying to tell you is don't go anywhere. Drink you a Monster. As you can tell, I'm talking in a different level tonight because I have drunk the high octane tonight Monster. Ed, I'm on the green can. Oh my gosh. When I saw the kind of records we were going to be selling tonight, I went for the black and green can. Oh my gosh. We're here in a minute, as in about 3 hours from now, we're going to start breaking out 50% off crates. Man. Okay. Let's see here. Wolves Council wants James Brown and the time. James Brown and the time. These are both sold to Wolves Council. He gets the time and James Brown. Now, let's officially go back through this crate. One more time. Final call. Oingo Boingo, 165. Susie and the Banshees is at 71. I'm about to sell both. Let's see. Yeah, that's a no sugar Monster. By the way, I never drink this flavor because it has sugar, and I just try to avoid sugar. I eat like 1 or maybe 2 Subway cookies a day, and that's it on my sugar. This is sugar-free, and it tastes just like the original. So I don't know what they put in there. It's probably just as bad for me, but in my mind, I'm not drinking any sugar. So, all right, here's what's left. Squeeze, Sweets from a Stranger, $19.99. Battle Cry, 1996 splatter vinyl, $39.99 for Battle Cry. Psych Out soundtrack, really nice copy. Has Strawberry Alarm Clock on it and the Seeds. That looks unplayed, $39.99. Bobby Fuller 4 is EX, $74.99, 1965 USA press. Yardbirds Afternoon Tea, $29.99, picture disc. Virgin Fugs by the Fugs, that's $59.99, 1967 US press. No One Got Alice Cooper, Rock and Roll Revival, Toronto, 1969, $24.99, near mint. I'm pretty sure that's a live. Yeah, that's a live Alice Cooper from 69, $24.99. Weather Report promo only, 1977 white label, that's $19.99. Dire Straits is still available. Wake Up, $34.99. Love Over Gold. The Alarm Declaration, $34.99. And Brian Ferry, In Your Mind, also $34.99. Michael Nath is going to take the Cooper. Woods Felix, your second. All right, I'm ending these 2 high caliber auctions. Boingo is sold to Mike Massey for $165, and Susie and the Banshees is sold $471 to James Bragg. All right, let me, let's see, right there. Okay, now I'm going to grab a new crate. I've got more new vinyl to show y'all. There's a surprise restock that I hope we sell out of. Not before we put up 2 more auctions. Let's put up some furs, and let's put up some Halloween. Wow. By the way, I've got like 3 leads from people that I know pretty well that's wanting to sell some records. One guy's wanting to like thin out. The other guy's wanting to sell his collection. And another guy's wanting to sell his collection. And 2 of those 3 people are heavy metal collectors. As in, not heavy metal. They're heavy in collecting metal. One guy said he had 1,500 albums. I know the kind of stuff he's bought from us in the past. I hope I can secure a couple of these collections. Psychedelic Furs, Book of Days. This is something I've had a lot of Psychedelic Furs albums. I've never had this one. Book of Days, original inner sleeve. That's a $35 start. Psychedelic Furs, Book of Days. It's got this big ugly punch hole right there in the near mint copy, US, retail, $89. Furs is a $35 start. Book of Days. Never had that one before. And we do have some metal. It wasn't really advertised. So if you're watching, you may be seeing some stuff you didn't know was coming up. This is a really nice copy of Halloween, Keeper of the 7 Keys, Part 1. Inner sleeve, extremely nice copy, as in near mint minus. I'm really talking this one up because it doesn't have a mark on it. Halloween, Keeper of the 7 Keys, that's a $45 start. $45 start on that. So $35 and $45, Halloween and Psychedelic Furs. We have Jeff McMaster wanting Squeeze, and Susie Breedlove is going to get the Yardbirds picture disc. All right, I think everybody's done shopping in that crate. Is that correct? If so, I'm going to go grab a crate of new vinyl from tonight, which has that surprise restock I keep alluding to. Hey, it's right here next to my feet. Excellent. Is that a new crate too? What is that? Oh, that's half off stuff they didn't sell last night. All right, here we go. New vinyl, big restock crate. First thing is Leonard Skinner Collected. This is $44.99. Leonard Skinner Collected, $44.99, 2LP. This is a Leonard Skinner compilation. It's their hits and some other stuff. $44.99. What's weird is this has a barcode over a barcode, but I don't think it's colored vinyl. But $44.99, Leonard Skinner Collected. Haven't had that in a while, and actually our Leonard Skinner bin is empty. So we have no Leonard Skinner. Dan Triaga is at 55 on Halloween. That's going once, going twice, and I'm looking for a $35 start on the Psychedelic Furs Book of Days. $35 start on that. Vicky Wiley, first to Leonard Skinner. I've got one more left. Hole, Courtney Love, Celebrity Skin, music on vinyl pressing, $39.99. Hole, Celebrity Skin, $39.99. That's a music on vinyl pressing. This album originally came out in 1998. I have 5 of them, I believe. $39.99. I may not have enough for everybody who wants one tonight, or at least I hope so. $39.99. And Soul Asylum, Grave Dancers Union. I was able to secure more of the limited numbered colored black and gold marbled vinyl 30th anniversary. There's 5,000 made. These are $39.99. I have number 3,526 in my hand. Soul Asylum, $39.99. I got some cool music on vinyl restocks tonight. And Vicky Wiley got Leonard Skinner. Adam Husley, I think we have a first-time buyer. Adam, if you're a first-time buyer, thank you, welcome. Make sure you message our page. That's CollectCo. Send us a Facebook message with your email address and your mailing address. We have one more show tomorrow night. It's going to be just like this. Incredible stuff. We do $7 in limited shipping, and we invoice on Monday. So essentially, our goal is to have sales on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We combine all of the purchases, because some people watch all 30 hours. Some people watch 1 hour. We combine it, and we invoice you on Monday. Adam Hulsley, I believe, on Whole. Alan Case, also on Celebrity Skin. I can get more of these, so we'll take a waiting list. Chuck Wilson on number 3. Jeremiah Lewis on number 4. Josh Duvall on number 5. And then after that, we will have to take a waiting list. Josh Duvall is on number 5. So here's the waiting list, and if anybody else wants one, let me know. Kyle Morgan, you'll be first on the waiting list. Tim Holloway gets a Leonard Skinner, so Kyle Morgan on the whole waiting list. Tim Holloway on Leonard Skinner. Darren, number 2 on the whole waiting list. Wolves Council's at 35 on Psychedelic Furs. Adam also wants Soul Asylum. He says he's Daymars on YouTube. Thank you for letting us know that. Daymars also gets a Soul Asylum. James Bragg bid 50 on Halloween. We already have a $55 bid. How many records did you buy while you were here in Dallas in town? That collection was around 20,000 LPs, if I'm rounding up. I think it's definitely 10. I'm pretty sure it's 15, but the more I've kind of thought about it and counted, it's probably closer to 17. Might as well go ahead and say 20, right? But I think it's 15 to 18. But it may be 20. I don't really know. It could be more than 20. It's hard to count records. After you get to a certain point, you can't count them anymore. It's just guessing. Kyle Morgan does not want on the whole waiting list, and we only had Wyatt wanted a Soul Asylum, right? Yeah, I didn't pull the Wyatt's. Okay, so we have 3 Soul Asylums left. I also got a restock of this amazing sounding Bill Withers record, his greatest hits. Bill Withers' greatest hits. This is on MoFi. All of the YouTube reviewers that I follow, subscribe to, they speak very highly of this. I have not got to listen to one myself because I was like, if there's ever one left in a bin, every night I've shown them we've sold out. So I haven't got to tear one open and listen to it yet. Bill Withers, $49.99. Use Me, Just the Two of Us, Ain't No Sunshine, Lean on Me, Grandma's Hands, $49.99. And if you like some good sounding music, that's what you want to go to. Linda Lamb, I will put you on a waiting list for Leonard Skinner Collected, if that's okay. Bill Walton wants a Bill Withers. Bill gets a Bill. Susie, the Yardbirds, was $29.99. Update on our auctions. James Bragg is at 37 on the Psychedelic Furs. James Bragg has the high bid on Psychedelic Furs, Book of Dreams, Near Mint, U.S. copy from 1989. And then Halloween, the last bid I seen was Dan Triaga. Dan is at $60. This is a top copy of this album. Dan's at $60. Bill Walton got a Bill Withers. Edward Star Wars got a Bill Withers. And Kevin Jordan wants on the whole Celebrity Skin waiting list. Kevin, you're on there. Thank you. All right. Ozzy, I got a restock of the Ozzy alternate cover. Ozzy alternate cover, patient number 9. This is the Todd McFarlane alternate artwork, $49.99. It is on black vinyl. Of course, look at some of the people on here. Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, Taylor Hawkins, Tony Iommi, Mike McCready, Zach Wilde. $49.99 for the Ozzy. Chris Ferrara. Let's see. Kevin Willis says, I'll take the alarm declaration. That was from the last bin. Let me go ahead and pull that so I don't lose it or misplace it or it gets lost. That's sold to Kevin Willis. Next was Chris Ferrara on Bill Withers. And we also have Phil Atherton on Bill Withers. And I skipped over the Ozzy comments to pull that. The first to Ozzy was Kevin Jordan and then Greg Hagewood. I need to get more of those. Alvo Dabney and Marco Martinez on the waiting list. We did have a waiting list for this, but I don't have it printed. Who was on that?
Greg Hagewood already.
Okay, Greg, I've already got you one.
And Derek Clark.
Greg, I've already got you down for one, so we'll give one to Alvo Dabney. You're going to get Greg's because he already had one pulled. So Derek Clark, you have one. And Marco Martinez, you will be the first on the waiting list if that's okay. Bill Withers is $49.99. Sealed, MoFi pressing, $49.99. All right, final call on Halloween. $60 on Halloween with Dan Triaga. And James Bragg is at $37 on the Psychedelic Furs. Okay, next record. I've got 3 of them. I've got Puddle of Mud. I know we got to pull one for... There was no waiting list for this, and unless I'm mistaken, but I know Peter Policino, if you're watching, I got you a Puddle of Mud right now, and I've got 2 more. They're $44.99. Puddle of Mud, Come Clean, $44.99. Alan Case wants one. Wolves Council's in on the Psychedelic Furs at $39. James Bragg, you're out. There's Alan Case's Puddle of Mud, and James Bragg is at $67 on Halloween. All right, I was on my way to end those. They just got new bids. 1 Puddle of Mud left, $44.99. This next record, I have sold a truckload of music on vinyl pressings. I recently ordered this version because it's a little bit cheaper, and I was surprised, and we've sold out the last night of where they're pressed at, and that is Mad Season, and these are pressed at RTI. I think I'm going to keep one of these on the next order, because I have the music on vinyl, $44.99. If I had to order the music on vinyl pressing now, they're going to be $56.99. So this is now $12 cheaper. It's pressed at RTI. That's Mad Season. Mad Season, it consists of Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, and Screaming Trees. Mark Lanigan, Lane Staley, members of Pearl Jam, $44.99. That's Mad Season. You might want to grab one of those because RTI usually does limited edition pressings. They're not always in print at RTI. Okay, James Bragg on Puddle of Mud. I think we already pulled that, didn't we? No, we didn't. The last Puddle of Mud was Alan Case. So James Bragg gets this Puddle of Mud. Mad Season is sold to Toby Grimm, Ryan Foster, Alan Case, Michael Nath, and Randy Taperin. That's 5. I only had 5 to sell tonight. This is Mad Season. I've got 5, and they're all sold. If anybody wants on that waiting list, let me know. I mean, I still want one, so I'm obviously going to try to order more. If anybody wants on that waiting list, let me know. Here we go. $36.99, 200 gram. It is the 200 gram. The cheapest you can get one of these right now on Discogs for is about $65. I listened to one a while ago. Ed, how good did it sound?
Great.
Oh my gosh. I was deafening everybody. Rush power windows. There is no 180 gram. We scanned the barcode. I opened one up. We did some further research on Discogs. Josh did. I did. There is no 180 gram to this barcode. This is the 200 gram. It's really hard to tell when you pick it up and hold it. It is the 200 gram, and I can tell you from the sound quality too. Wow, $36.99. Big money. I was not expecting this week. Not at all. I hope if the trend continues, I'm hoping next will be something like Presto or one of those really hard to get ones. I mean, it looks like they're knocking out all of the Rush catalog. I'm supposed to have 30 of these. I've only got 20 on hand. The other 10 will be here on Monday. So the first 20 people, actually 18, I think I got one, Josh got one, so I only have 18 to tag tonight. The other 10 will be here Monday, and then I'm going to order a lot more. Rush Power Windows. Yeah, this first side, I love all these. I love the whole album, but the Big Money, Grand Designs, Manhattan Project, I can't speak highly enough. Before I start tagging Rushes, let's get our auctions updated. Halloween, James Bragg is at $67. Top copy of Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1. Near mint, OG, high bid on that is $67. Psychedelic Furs, James Bragg is also at $40. 1989, near mint, VG Plus cover. 67 and 40, final call. Okay, then let's start tagging some Rush. Ron Foster, Power Windows. Doug Jefferson, Power Windows. Michael Nath, Power Windows. Josh Duvall. I missed Joe Gabriel. I might as well to start over. Ryan Foster, Rush. Joe Gabriel, Rush. Doug Jefferson, Rush. Michael Nath, Power Windows. Josh Duvall, Power Windows. Let me scroll back up here. Keith Moyers on Rush. Linda Hasty on Rush. Gary Samuels on the Mad Season waiting list. Randy Scarborough on Rush. Greg Preston on Rush. Alvo Dabney on Rush. Bob Riger on Rush. Peter Policino, I've already got you a puddle of mud pulled. Toby Grimm on Rush. Susie Breedlove on Rush. Jeff McIntosh on Power Windows. Stacy Metternich on Power Windows. Greg Hagewood on Power Windows. Michael Potts on Power Windows. And Tillman Smoot on Power Windows. Now, Tillman Smoot was the last name. I've got 10 more for sure coming Monday. So they won't be on this week's invoice. You won't get an invoice for those until the following Monday. But I'm going to order a lot more. I mean, that's one I hadn't seen in print in a long time, and it's Rush. I'm probably going to order like 50 more. So if anybody wants on that waiting list, let me know. The cheapest that record is right now on Discogs, I think, is $65, and I don't even know if that's in the U.S. And these are sealed. Keep that in mind. You're getting a new sealed copy. So the waiting list for those after Tillman Smoot is Chris Ferrara, Brian C., Jamie Butler, Victor Mobrak. Sorry, Victor, I struggle with your name. Rob Scheffler. Rush is $36.99. Daniel Cody also wants one. Wolves Council's back in on Psychedelic Furs at $42. Paul Brothers on Rush. Rob Scheffler on Rush. Roger Ramjet on Rush. And Debbie Blair on Rush. All right, so if anybody wants on that waiting list, let me know. Jerry Stone, they're $36.99. Tanner will keep that list, and we're going to order a bunch of those. Also, I'm about to go in and back order all the other Rush titles because it looks like they are starting to get their stuff back into print. But man, as soon as we get them, we sell out. They're not printing enough of them. I mean, they need to like really ramp it up. Imagine if the next one is like Test for Echo. Can you imagine? I probably could sell 500 of them if I make a post on like YouTube or Facebook and like, hey, we got unlimited amounts of Test for Echo and counterparts. Okay, so I won't call out all of the waiting list, but Tanner's seen them and he's writing down your name. So just comment if you want on that waiting list. Yeah, and Tanner says we might need to pause for just a second. And yes, this is a 200 gram. Bill Withers is sold to Sherry Darnell. I'll just lay that right there on top of the Rushes. That is a 200 gram. And I could tell just from when I first listened to it, it was amazing. All right. Let me go ahead and introduce some auctions before we bring up a next crate. First is Halloween. This is going to be sold to James Bragg. James Bragg gets that for $77, I believe, or $67. James Bragg gets that for $67. Halloween, $67. And James Bragg, just so you know, you're out on Psychedelic Furs. Psychedelic Furs, he says he's out. So Wolves Council has that for $42. Final call. And Rush waiting list also for Jesse and Kevin and Scott and Yeah, I'm missing a lot of Rush. I don't have all those later albums. I told y'all I got on the other night on Discogs to buy them. I was like, I'm going to go pick out one I want or one I need and that I also want and go ahead and pay for it. I was like, $350 for a sealed copy, I'm in because I knew they was expensive. I couldn't even find one for sale. Test for Echo, all those albums. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, I've got 3 copies left of Soul Asylum. That's the only thing left in this bin, and it was plumb full. Soul Asylum Grave Dancers Union. That's a 30th anniversary edition, 5,000 on black and gold marbled vinyl, $39.99. That's the limited, numbered, and colored, $39.99. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end Psychedelic first so I can put up 2 new auctions. Caress of Steel. Yeah, you know what else? They hadn't printed Signals. I'm hoping the next one will be Signals, honestly, because that's in that first, 10? Well, think about the other ones. They still hadn't done Fly By Night or Self-Titled or Caress of Steel. Yeah, all those. We've only ever seen recently Moving Pictures. Here's what they've pressed recently. Moving Pictures, 2112, Permanent Waves, and Power Windows. And then they did that 10th anniversary last summer of Clockwork Angels. They've done Vapor Trails. That's really it, unless I'm forgetting something. That's what they've recently put into production, those 6 albums. Psychedelic Furs is sold to Wolves Council for $42. Soul Asylums are gone. James Bragg, Josh Ragland, and Darren Wortman. Those are all sold. Okay. If you have any putbacks, I've seen a couple people say something just a moment ago. Give us a second on that. We're still writing down Rush names. And if you need to put something back, remind us a little bit later. Dakota and somebody else earlier, Bob Riger. Let's give us a few more minutes on that, and we will take care of those. Hey, that's an empty crate of new vinyl. That's fantastic. All right, I'm grabbing our next crate of vintage. Auctions. Tanner's still writing down Rush names. Somebody said something about Wasp. Here's what's in our auction crate. Let me just put them over here. Let me just, I'll go ahead and show them to you to kind of introduce some hype. Let me move the camera where y'all can see them. Sorry, I've got it kind of propped here. Adam and the Ants. These are things I wasn't really going to auction. I just don't have priced yet. But we can. King Crimson, Talking Heads, Ultravox, Susie and the Banshees, Dio, Queensryche, Pixies, XTC, Oingo Boingo, Overkill, Wasp, Agent Orange, Steel Panther, a top copy of this Yardbirds album. I probably should keep it. Coda, Led Zeppelin, which is a German pressing. So that is some stuff that's next on the auction block. Plus, we have an entire crate of Japanese stuff, and we have a crate and a half of putbacks, and all the check condition stuff. The flip video I posted was check condition stuff. I plan on pulling a lot of that out to auction as well. The Oingo Boingos, the King Diamond, the Danny Elfman, those will all be auctioned as well. So, all right. Make sure, I'll get caught up on comments in 1 second. Dakota needed to put back Sabotage, Wake of Magellan. So if anybody wants that, it's $56.99, lenticular cover. Sabotage, The Wake of Magellan. And let me grab our next 2 auctions. I think there's somebody said something about some Wasp, maybe. And let's see, Wasp. Bob Riger, it was Country, Black Country Communion. We can go ahead and do that. Okay, so make sure I didn't miss anything before I start this crate. Sorry, I'm sure y'all don't want to look at my torso, my gut. Rush was Power Windows, $36.99, 200 gram. Farewell to Kings, yeah, that's another one. I hadn't seen a pressing of that in a long time. Farewell to Kings, we need that one too. Hemispheres, we got all those Rush titles that hadn't been printed in a long time. Chipmunk Punk is the TV theme comp reduced from last night, possibly. Did you pull my Wake of Magellan from last night? See if Tillman Smoot has a Wake of Magellan. If not, we need to give him this one. We can give him Bob Riger, or we can give him Dakotas. Tillman Smoot needs one. Okay, so that's Tillman Smoot's. And George Buchanan. Yeah, we had whole celebrity skin. All right, we're ready to get back to rolling. Wasp, The Headless Children. This is a 2012 German copy on magenta vinyl. This is not an OG. This is a 2012 on magenta vinyl. Wasp, the Headless Children. This is a $35 start. 2012 has the inner sleeve. That's a $35 start. That is a $35 start. Wasp, Headless Children. Let's run another Susie and the Banshees title. Susie and the Banshees. This is from 1988. This is also a $45 start. This one's called Peep Show. Peep Show, original inner sleeve. Really nice, near mint minus vinyl. The cover is VG+. It has a saw mark up in the corner. It was a cutout. Has the original inner sleeve. Susie and the Banshees is a $45 start. That is a, what year was this one? 88. All right. Joseph's in on Wasp. So is Dan Triaga. And do you have any more Odyssey and Oracle? I've got to order more of those. James Bragg, if you want on the wait list, I've got to order. I think tonight I'm going to put in a huge order of new vinyls. So if there's anything y'all can think of, let me know. Probably next Friday, we're going to have a designated punk and metal night. All the stuff from the Austin collection, punk and metal records, mostly punk and hardcore music. And I'm going to have a lot of new vinyl restocks that we were out of. Hopefully I can secure a lot. So. All right, new arrivals, vintage, from the Dallas collection. Here we go. Warren Zevon, Sentimental Hygiene, $24.99. This album came out in 1987. It's near mint. Warren Zevon, Sentimental Hygiene, $24.99. God Bless Tiny Tim. That's an OG, $29.99. Really nice copy. Two-tone reprise label, $29.99 for God Bless Tiny Tim. Roy Orbison, Mystery Girl. This is EX. This is $24.99. Roy Orbison, EX, $24.99. Mystery Girl. The Sun Story, never seen this before, has an insert with it, $29.99. That's Roy, Johnny and Elvis, Carl and Jerry Lee Lewis. That's on Rhino, has the insert with it, $29.99. $29.99. Johnny Cougar, wow. John Cougar, I've never seen this before. Chestnut Street Incident. Chestnut Street Incident. $44.99, 1976 US. Wow. Didn't even know that existed. Johnny Cougar, $44.99. I'm assuming that's John Cougar Mellencamp. $44.99. If I'm wrong, let me know. First claim out of here is Alvo Dabney. He gets the Warren Zevon. George Buchanan first to the Roy Orbison. And Carol Puckett first to the Sun Story. All right, update on our Wasp auction. We have the Headless Children. Wasp, the Headless Children. This is at Randy Tabrin's. Randy Tabrin's has this for $40. That's a pink or a magenta vinyl. Inner sleeve near mint. 2012, I believe. Then Susie and the Banshees is Peep Show. High bid is $45, $45, and $45. So we have George Buchanan at $45. Martin Pryor's at $45 on Wasp. Carol Puckett says, cancel the Sun. So that the Sun Story is still available, $29.99. So is Johnny Cougar. Nico and the Faction, $44.99, 1985 US. $44, Nico. This is Camera Obscura. That is $44.99. That's a 1985 US pressing. Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell, VG Plus cover. Really clean vinyl, $44.99. Ronnie James Dio, first Black Sabbath album, $44.99. $44.99. And we have Crimpshire, Duct Tape Soul LP, $39.99 for Crimpshire. That is from 1992, $39.99. Martin Pryor's at $45 on Wasp. Susie and the Banshees is at $47. Greg Rogers is going to take the Sun Story. Susie and the Banshees is at $47 again. Ryan Anderson first to Nico. Banshees is at $50. Randy's out on Wasp. Greg Rogers first to Black Sabbath. Joseph's out on Wasp. Sean Fairweather on Crimpshire. Crimp Shrine. Yeah, Crimp Shrine. I think I said Shire earlier. Sean, if that's your first purchase with us, thank you and welcome. We're going to send you a welcome message. But make sure you message our page or at least reply to that message with your email address and your mailing address. We need your email address and your mailing address. Ooh, hope y'all didn't hear my neck right then. I just did a spine adjustment. Johnny Cougar is $44.99. All right. We're still bidding on these. Next, R. Crumb and the Cheap Suit Serenaders, $34.99 on the Blue Goose label. $34.99. R. Crumb and his Cheap Suit Serenaders, $24.99 on the Blue Goose label. $99.99. This is sealed. Should I be keeping this? Absolutely. Batman, 1966 mono. It is sealed. $99.99. It is sealed. 1966 exclusive original television soundtrack album. It's never been opened. Adam wanted it, but not for $100. This is $99.99. Very cool. Sealed mono copy. Unopened. Wow. That's not going to stay around too long. And if it doesn't sell after that, you know where it's going. The collection of Chad Z. Williams. The Style Council, The Cost of Living. This is $34.99. The Style Council, The Cost of Living in shrink wrap and hype sticker, 1987, top copy, $34.99. Pete W. is going to take the Batman. Fantastic decision. That's sold to Pete W. Update on our auctions. First, Tanner, George McCann gets the Style Council. That was $34.99. Wasp, the Headless Children. Wasp is at 45 with Martin Pryor. 45 of Martin Pryor, going twice, going 3 times. Martin's about to get that. Wasp, the Headless Children. And I just seen a couple new bid on Susie. James Bragg has Susie and the Banshees for $67. $67 on that. George McCann got Style Council. John Humphrey, you were next on Batman. John's got this next record tagged to auction. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to say Wasp, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Martin Pryor, $45. Wasp, the Headless Children. That's sold to Martin Pryor. This next record we will put up for auction. Pink Floyd, A Collection of Great Dance Songs. This is a Pink Floyd compilation, which is, I always thought kind of strange, because how do you comp Pink Floyd? It's a near mint, 1981 Terre Haute press, gold stamp promo. One of These Days, Money, which is a kind of a re-recorded version. Sheep, Shine on You Crazy Diamond, Wish You Were Here, Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2. That is a $25 start. It is near mint, 81 Terre Haute, and that is a $25 start. A collection of great dance songs. Pink Floyd, that's a gold stamp promo. Yeah. Next, $34.99. Peter Gabriel soundtrack to Birdie. $34.99. The Birdie soundtrack. Music by Peter Gabriel. $34.99. And this next record we had tagged to auction too. Let's just wait on it. I'm going to show you what it is, but it needs to be tagged for auction. I didn't get to pull all these out. I'm seeing a lot of these for the first time. We'll auction that one in just a second. That's Relics. That's Relics. We'll auction that one in just a second. All right. Final call on Susie and the Banshees. James Bragg's at $67. Edward says he's out, so I'm about to sell that for $67. Pink Floyd, 25, 27, 30, 28, and 30. Next is I think a Doors record that I've never seen before. $34.99. The Doors Classics. What sounds like a compilation. I've never seen that before. The Doors Classics. Strange Days, Love Her Madly. Yeah, it's a compilation. $34.99. The Doors Classics. Next record, $49.99. Next record is $49.99. Grateful Dead. This was 1983, which this originally came out, I think, in 67. It's a near mint repress. It is beautiful. $49.99. American Beauty, Grateful Dead. Sherry Darnell, first of the Doors. Michael Nath, you were second. Next record is $64.99. We were in Texas. We were in Texas, right? Stevie Ray Vaughan, $64.99. Really nice copy of Soul to Soul. Stevie Ray Vaughan. I've been watching and reading a lot about him lately. It's getting to the point I can't get enough. $64.99 for Soul to Soul. Really nice copy. Next record is $49.99. and that is U2's Rattle and Hum that I almost put up for auction, but we have, as you can see, way too much already tonight. Rattle and Hum, $49.99, U2. This was kind of the transition album for U2. Right after Joshua Tree, right before they went to that 90s sound. It's kind of a hybrid album. Studio, live. Really good stuff, though. I don't get those too often. $49.99. And the next record's also U2, so I'm going to wait and show that in just a second. I think I can sell Susie and the Banshees. Let's go ahead and sell that. Susie and the Banshees is sold to James Bragg for $67. Pink Floyd, 30, 28, 30, 31. We tagged the Doors. Brian Hummel, first to the Grateful Dead. Beautiful copy. Sold to Brian Hummel. Alvo Dabney, you were second. Pink Floyd, 35. Pink Floyd, 31. Ryan Foster, first to SRV. And George Buchanan, first to U2. Pink Floyd, 32. Craig, you were second on U2. Alvo, you were third on U2. High bid on Pink Floyd is Michael Nath at 32. And actually, there must have been somebody before him. He said out. Paul Brothers, 35. Paul Brothers has that for $35. Let me go grab another auction. I can't do the other Pink Floyd now until that one is sold. So we will put up auction by, somebody said Agent Orange. I don't know a lot about this, so let's see what we got here. Agent Orange. This is the Voice. Agent Orange, just a standard inner sleeve. Agent Orange, really clean vinyl on Enigma. Enigma, Agent Orange. This is the Voice. This is a 1986 press. $55 start. Excuse me. $55 start on Agent Orange. This is the Voice. About a VG Plus cover. EX Plus on the vinyl. Agent Orange. $55 start. All right. Pink Floyd, 32, 33, 36, 37. High bids, 37. Next, you already know what it is. U2, The Unforgettable Fire. EX, $32.99. EX means it has a couple stray marks, keeping it from being a near mint record. Monster Mash is $49.99. I've never had this, and I kind of want to keep it. As y'all can tell, I'm very dedicated to my business, because when I buy these collections, I could keep about 2 or 3 crates of upgrades and obscure records that I wish I could keep for my personal collection. I'll offer them to y'all first. I've never had this before. The original Monster Mash on Parrot, Bobby Boris Pickett, $49.99. Very cool. Don't recall ever having this before. And to me, this is probably a record that would be kind of beat up. 1973 if you were to find it. $49.99 Monster Mash. I didn't even know this next record even existed until I seen it in the crate tonight. It is $84.99. $84.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Couldn't Stand the Weather. Picture disc. $84.99. I didn't even know that was made. $84.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Couldn't Stand the Weather picture disc. Original sleeve and sticker. That's $84.99. Sold to Michael Nath. That's the, I was actually telling Michael Nath today, the Austin City Limits version of that's on YouTube. Fantastic. All right, Pink Floyd's at $46. I'm looking for a $55 start on Agent Orange. If it doesn't get a bid, I'll make it a buy it now. You can bid and guarantee you're going to get it, or you can wait for the buy it now, but you may be second on it. Okay, next record is $29.99. That's the early Beatles. It's on Apple. Really clean copy. The jacket's about a VG Plus, the early Beatles. That has Love Me Do, Twist and Shout, P.S. I Love You, Please Please Me, Do You Want to Know a Secret? Classic Beatles songs. That's sold to Ryan Foster. Pink Floyd's now at $47. Next record is $29.99. Ike and Tina Turner, Nutbush City Limits, Ike and Tina. That is $29.99. Wow, no one got the Monster Mash LP. Might be going home with Chad. I usually just don't say that. I mean it. The Hollies, King Midas in Reverse, and Dear Elo. I never can say it. The Hollies, what a nice copy, though. I just call it King Midas in Reverse. $34.99. Say it for me, Ed.
Dear Eloise.
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 Eloise. Thank you. But yes, that's a super clean copy. Pam Dickens first to Ike and Tina. Ed Nelson is second. Paul Bill said he'll start Agent Orange at $45. I'll take it. Go ahead and put Agent Orange $45, and I'll put it up for bid. What was the Monster Mash? It was the original. The Monster... My monitor just went off. Uh-oh. The cart died, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Are we still on the air? What happens now? Can anybody still hear me? We can hear you. Okay. All right, so we're still live. We didn't have the battery on our generator went dead, so let's see here. There you go. We might can get it fired back up in enough time where we don't have to end anything. I hope not. Y'all probably heard my, oh no, because my monitor went off and I heard the generator stop running and I was like, what the heck? Let's see, we just need to turn the camera back on. I think we're still live. All right, let's see. Buy the albums with no sound, with just sound.
It's a blind option.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, oh no. I didn't want to lose the feed right in the middle of what we were doing. So that was like, oh no. Hey, all right, we still good? Everybody still here? I see 261 viewers still. So we have this rolling cart and we can't we're up. All right, here we go. Back to normal. All right, so back up here at the top, before all that, my phone has so many comments, it's not wanting to load them all. Look, it's lagging. All right, so way back up here, we have, boy, y'all, that was a lot of comments. Y'all freaked out like I did. I was like, oh no. Oh my gosh. All right, so Paul Bill was going to bid 45 on Agent Orange. Paul Bill has bid that again. Thank you. And then Stacy was the Monster Mash, $49.99. Paul Brothers was out on Pink Floyd. That means Susie has Pink Floyd for $47, a collection of great dance songs. That's going twice, going 3 times to Susie's. Now that Paul's out, it looked like it was between those two. Josh Duvall did claim the Hollies. He was first to that. Dwayne said he sent us a message. Any more Ozzy, the alternate covers? I don't have any left. We have a wait list. We can hear you. Yeah, Josh Duvall got the Hollies. Voice, let me make sure I didn't miss anything in all these comments. Let's see here. Both feeds still live. I commented so y'all know we were still live. I said, hi, this is Chad. Paint us pictures. Let's see here. Paul Bill's at 45 on Agent Orange. Extension cords and wonderful things. They are. They just brought us back to live. So this is the original Monster Mash, Bobby Boris Pickett, and the Crypt Kickers. That's $49.99. Really nice copy. As in near mint. These are usually, I would say, I've never seen one, but that just seems like the type of record it's hard to find in high grade. And U2, The Unforgettable Fire is still available. EX copy, $32.99. I'm going to say it again. My favorite U2 album. It's also Doug's favorite U2 album. Unforgettable Fire?
It's up there.
He says it's up there. All right, that's $32.99. Stacy said he put back the Rush. So take the Rush off her ticket, and she would rather have the Monster Mash. And this is $49.99, Tanner, Monster Mash. All right, Paul Bill's at 45 on Agent Orange. One more time, Agent Orange, this is the voice. I was wanting a $55 start. Paul said he would start us at 45. We're in at 45, about EX plus on the vinyl. It's not pristine. It probably, we don't have any condition notes on it, but it's not near mint. And we have Susie at 47 on Pink Floyd, and I'm about to sell that so I can put up the other Pink Floyd. Yes, U2 is a US OG copy. That is a US OG copy, yes. Will you do R. Crumb for $20? Colin Butler, are you talking about if you're buying this one? If you were going to give $20 for that one, I'll sell it to you. Sell that to Colin Butler for $20. Next record is $100. 100. It is sealed. It's a 1981 OG copy of Van Halen, Fair Warning. It is sealed, $99.99. That has never been opened. Sealed Van Halen, Fair Warning, $99.99. This next record, I was just talking about early U2 last night. $44.99. U2 Boy, $44.99. Island Records This is $44.99. U2 Boy, $44.99. U2 George Buchanan's going to get Unforgettable Fire. That U2 is $44.99. Let's go ahead and sell Pink Floyd for $47 to Susie. It's near mint for a punk record. Yeah, EX, usually these punk records are thrashed. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I mean, you'll be very happy. It looks near mint, but I know how these things usually play. They usually don't sound near mint. Final call. I'm about to sell that, and U2 Boy is $44.99. Next record is $59.99. That is Show Business. Chumbawamba Live. That looks like, I don't know what that is, but it's $59.99. Next Pink Floyd record, Relics. Relics is a $35 start. This is technically a capital reissue on this green label, but it is a near mint top copy. It's a capital green label reissue, Pink Floyd Relics, a bizarre collection of antiques and curios. That's a $35 start, Pink Floyd. Next is $29.99, Iggy Pop Party. Iggy Pop Party, that is $29.99. Iggy Pop Party, $29.99. John Lennon, Men Love Avenue, $34.99. Really nice copy. That's one we don't get as often. $34.99. The Ramones, Road to Ruin, 1978 Jacksonville press, $64.99 on the Ramones, Road to Ruin, $64.99. Really clean looking copy, about a VG Plus cover. And this next record is also sealed. It is $149.99. $149.99. It's the Beatles Anthology, Volume 2. With the hype sticker, includes alternate and unreleased versions of favorite hits plus the new single, Real Love, sealed from 1996. $149.99. The Beatles Anthology 2. All right, Zachary Smith was first of the Ramones, Alvo Dabney second, Josh Duvall third. And I think we're caught up. All right, let's go ahead and sell Agent Orange to Paul Beal for $45. Michael Nath is at $45 on Pink Floyd. And Boy is an OG. Let me confirm that. It has a barcode on the back, 1980. I don't know if it's a first press, but it's not 180 gram or anything. So that's $44.99. All right, let's see here. Let me put up another auction. Let's see. Let's do the other Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party. Whoa, Dead Man's Party in shrink wrap, near mint, 1985 Pickneyville press, which I think makes this an OG record. Dead Man's Party, really nice near mint copy. Oingo Boingo in shrink wrap, 85 Pickneyville. $75 start on that. Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party. Final call on Pink Floyd. Not much left in this crate. Let's go through it one more time. God Bless Tiny Tim, $29.99 for God Bless Tiny Tim. Two-tone reprise label, super nice copy. We have Johnny Cougar, as in John Cougar Mellencamp, Chestnut Street Incident, OG, that is $44.99. R. Crumb and the Cheap Suit Serenades. That is Blue Goose, $34.99. Peter Gabriel's Birdie soundtrack. That's in shrink wrap, $34.99. Van Halen, sealed, Fair Warning, 1981, $99.99. Show Business, Chumbawa Live, $59.99. Iggy Pop Party, 1981 German press in $29.99. John Lennon, Men Love Avenue. I always thought it was Menlo, but I guess it's Men Love Avenue, $34.99. And the sealed Beatles Anthology. Anthology came out in 95, 96. It was all these rare, unreleased Beatles. They did the book companion with it. Great time to be alive if you was a Beatles collector. That's a sealed volume 2, $149.99. And then U2 Boy, still alive. Pink Floyd Relics. I was about to sell it, but Clint, this is it's kind of like rare Pink Floyd tracks. Arnold and early stuff, Arnold Lane, Interstellar Overdrive, the Nile Song. It's a comp. It's bizarre collection of antiques and curios. There you go. It's pretty much like, early and rare Pink Floyd tracks. Michael Nath has that for $45. This is technically a green capital reissue, and I'm about to sell that for $45. High bid on Oingo Boingo is $90 at George Buchanan. Charlie DeFrank said $35 on Cougar. Charlie, if you want that, $40. If not, I'm going to put it back. I'm actually going to go ahead and put it back in there. But if you want that, it's $40, and I'll sell it to you. Where's the first crate of, or did we sell everything in that crate? Where's the first crate I had? Right here? Okay. I'll put them all right here. All right. Pink Floyd Relics is sold to Michael Nath for $45. High bid on Oingo Boingo is $90. All right. Let's see here. Okay, we have a crate of new vinyl to go through. Warren Wilkie said more vintage, so that means we bring out new vinyl, right, Tanner? We usually do the opposite of what Warren Wilkie requests. $20 for the Van Halen. We are $80 apart. I cannot do $20. That is $100. We're a little bit too far apart on that one. I don't even want to counter, Dustin. I think we're not in the same ballpark. Okay. Let's see here. He gave us 9 thumbs down. That's not good. Charlie DeFrank said sold on John Cougar. That's $40. And Oingo Boingo's going twice, going 3 times. George Buchanan's at $90. All right, next auction. Let's put up something else metal. Steel Panther. I don't know if that's, I guess it's, is it metal? Yeah. $95 start. All you can eat, Steel Panther. All you can eat, Steel Panther. Look at that. That's a wild colored vinyl. Steel Panther. See, get that back in this inner sleeve here. All you can eat. $95 start. That's the high bid on Oingo Boingo. Or excuse, that's the high bid on Oingo Boingo, and that's what I'm needing for a start on that. Okay. I'm trying 25. You need to put 100 and you can buy it. Okay, next is a restock of Def Leppard Hysteria. These are $49.99. There's Jody Ruffner's. Hey, we already got it tagged. Jody Ruffner, there's your Def Leppard Hysteria. I've got 2 left. $49.99. $49.99 for Def Leppard Hysteria. That is $49.99. That's a 2LP remaster. Steel Panther is a $95 start. All you can eat. 2014 yellow and orange marbled vinyl for Steel Panther. That's a $95 start. Okay. Metal Church, Blessing in Disguise, $48.99. Music on vinyl pressing for Metal Church, Blessing in Disguise. Was there only one sheet of... Yeah, I guess the rest of it I probably had stickered, didn't I? Marty Ellis on Def Leppard. Final call on Oingo Boingo for $95. Let me move my camera a little up. Final call on Oingo Boingo for $95, and Steel Panther's a $95 start. Oh, I'm going to show this record. It's already spoken for. Not everybody freak out. But if you comment, that means you want on the extended waiting list for next week. Pantera, Cowboys from Hell. I showed these last night, or I showed these Wednesday night. We had 25 of them. We sold, and we have about 30 people on a waiting list. This is the colored vinyl, whiskey white and whiskey brown marbled vinyl, $34.99, Pantera. This is already spoken for. Whoever was next on the wait list, which I don't know who it was. But if you want on that waiting list, let me know. These are back in stock, $34.99. We can just lay that one off to the side. I already have a list for it. So if you want on that, let me know. Def Leppard, Adrenalize. I only have one of them, $33.99 for Def Leppard, Adrenalize. 2 copies of, I've got 1 copy. Stephen Chesney, I've already got yours pulled. Whitesnake's Greatest Hits. And right here is a copy that's not spoken for. Whitesnake's Greatest Hits, 2LP remaster, 16 tracks, newly remastered and mixed, $44.99. $44.99 for Whitesnake's Greatest Hits. All right, I think I can go ahead and sell. No, Oingo Boingo just got a new bid. Arthur at 100, George Buchanan at 101. And if anybody wants this, it's a $95 buy it now. Steel Panther, all you can eat. That's a $95 buy it now if anybody wants it. Comment now in the comments. First come, first serve. First come, first serve is what I'm trying to say. All right, Overkill. Feel the Fire. Wow. 1985. I'm going to say original inner sleeve, near mint minus, Megaforce, 85 OG, $95 start. Overkill, Feel the Fire. I don't think I've ever had this one, and this one is extremely nice. 1985, $95 start on Overkill, Feel the Fire. Near mint minus on the vinyl. Extremely nice cover, too. Arthur Maldonado, you're out on the Oingo Boingo. Arthur, you're out on the Oingo Boingo. George Buchanan has it for 101. Let me know if you're in or out. Okay, then lots of people on the Cowboys waiting list. We have Michelle, Adam, Dan Triaga, and then James Bragg wanted Def Leppard Adrenalize. Michelle Phillips wants Whitesnake. Greg wants on the Cowboys waiting list. Alan Johnson on the Cowboy waiting list. Eric Smalley on Cowboys waiting list. Dakota, we've already put that back. Oingo Boingo is at 105. Can I see the writing on the center label of Feel the Fire? Megaforce, Overkill, Feel the Fire. MRI 1469 stereo, side 2, 33 1/3. Looks like PB written on the center label. 1985 Precious Metal Music. Matrix is MRI 1469B. Oingo Boingo's at 110. Arthur's at 105. Pete's at 110. Next three is Blues Traveler. Traveler's Blues, $28.99. That is on translucent blue vinyl. Traveler's Blues, Blues Travelers. I've got 3 of those left. $28.99. I've also got 2 copies of Stevie Ray Vaughan live, Austin, Texas, in the beginning. April 1980, $48.99 for Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble live, $48.99. Brent McKinney wants a Blues Traveler. So does Chris DeMoss. I've got 1 copy left. Stevie Ray Vaughan is $48.99. And I have 3 copies. Michelle Phillips, yours is already pulled right there. The next record is Crystal Visions, the very best of Stevie Nicks. This is $39.99. Crystal Visions, the very best of Stevie Nicks, $39.99. I've got 2 more. Really nice Stoughton jackets, $39.99. Super nice pressing. That is Stevie Nicks Hits, $39.99. Crystal Visions. I've got 2 more of those. What color on Steel Panther? Steel Panther was orange, yellow and orange marbled vinyl. Yellow and orange marbled vinyl. $95 if you want it, James. That's an obid. Overkill. We have a sticker on this already. I promise you, we had this stickered for more than $100. It's a 3-digit price tag. I was putting it up for a $95 start. Overkill, Feel the Fire. Nice copy. Paul Bill, it has your initials on it. You should bid. Arthur, let me know if you're in or out on Oingo Boingo. Pete W. has it for 110. Blue Oyster Cult, Eric Smalley. I've already got 1 tag for you. I've got 1 left. This is the Music on Vinyl remaster. I do have one of these. They sound amazing. Don't Fear the Reaper, $49.99. We had some around last October that were on sale. I ordered a bunch of them, and I kept one myself. Very good sounding record. Whatever this next record is, I only have 1 of them. It is Metal Church, The Dark. That is limited to 2,000 on silver vinyl. $44.99 for Metal Church, The Dark. $44.99. 3 copies of Stevie Ray Vaughan, In Step. $44.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan, In Step. Music on Vinyl, $44.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan, In Step. Arthur's out on Oingo Boingo. 15-second warning. Pete W. has that for 110. Dan Triaga on MC, Metal Church to Dan Triaga. Ryan Foster and Kyle Gregory on Stevie Ray Vaughan. Sold and sold. I've got 1 left. And Ryan Foster and Kyle Gregory. Okay, if anybody wants Overkill, $95 buy it now. It's going over here with Steel Panther. Overkill, Feel the Fire. That's going over here with Steel Panther. $95 and $95. First come, first serve in the comments. And Oingo Boingo is sold to Pete W. for $110. That's sold to Pete Weisgarber. Let's see. Greg Rogers takes the last Stevie Ray Vaughan. That's sold to Greg Rogers. Okay, next two auctions. Let's do, I feel like we need to auction another Oingo Boingo, but not before we put up a Queensryche and a Yardbirds. If you're into mint 60s albums, this is what you want to bid on. Over, under, sideways, and down, the Yardbirds in shrink wrap. This is a 1966 mono Terre Haute press. It's in the original. It's in the original bag. It is almost, I mean, it looks unplayed, especially for a record like this. $85 start. The Yardbirds over, under, sideways, down in shrink wrap. Man, side 2 looks unplayed. That's the original bag it came in. This is a 66 mono Terre Haute. The cover is absolutely beautiful. Perfect spine. This is a low population condition record. It looks like some stuff got underneath the shrink wrap right here and maybe right here. And that with a little work, that might actually come off. What a nice copy. The Yardbirds, $85 start on that. Michael Bohannon on Blues Traveler. Michael Bohannon on Blues Traveler. Freddie, thank you for the offer. I'll pass right now and fill the fire, but I may change my mind later. Darren, make sure Darren doesn't have a Blue Oyster Cult. If he doesn't, go ahead and tag him for that one. And is Hysteria 45 RPM? I don't think so, but I don't really know. So there's the Yardbirds, $85 start, and Queensryche. Now, we always talk about the blue ring. I think the black ring is just as hard to find. I've seen more blue rings than black rings. Queensryche Rage for Order does have some retail sticker residue there. This is an OG specialty press, and this is a $65 start for Queensryche. Nice copy. This is EX Plus on this one. Nice cover. Does have that one issue, but EX Plus on Queensryche, $65 start. Brent Rabley's in on the Yardbirds. Next is a restock of Steve Miller Band, Chris Crowley. We've already got one pulled for you. There's your waiting list tag, and I've got two more. Steve Miller Band's Greatest Hits, $36.99. Steve Miller Band's Greatest Hits, $36.99. Swingtown, Jungle Love, Take the Money and Run, Rockin' Me, Serenade, The Joker, Fly Like an Eagle, Jet Airliner, Wild Mountain Honey. That is $36.99. James Bragg wants a Steve Miller Band. Darren already had a BOC. Darren, you already had a BOC. Jeff McMaster's at $90 on the Yardbirds, so Agents of Fortune is still available. Don't Fear the Reaper. Cowbell. That's a great sounding record. Stephen Chesney also wants a Steve Miller Band. If anybody else, let me know. I'll put you on a wait list. Corey Costa, how much for Metal Church? We've got one copy left of Blessing in Disguise. That's a music on vinyl, $48.99. Queensryche is a $65 start. We sold out of this Wednesday night. I got 3 more copies. Dave Matthews Band, Remember Two Things. The sensational debut album with 2 studio outtakes. Dave Matthews Band is $44.99. Why is things pressed in 45 RPM? Jonathan Berg just answered it. Sound quality. If it's pressed at a higher RPM, sound quality increases. Yardbirds is at 110 with Jeff McMaster. And Greg Rogers wants a BOC. Linda Hasty's at 120 on the Yardbirds. I'm telling you, these 60s records, just like the Pennsylvania collection last year, these mint copies that's in shrink wrap, if you look on eBay, Discogs, I remember after we sold some of those records from the Pennsylvania collection that a lot of y'all watching bought, I would search like Zombies Shrink on eBay, there would be nothing. I mean, and if you put Zombies Hop Sticker, stuff like that just don't exist too much. Metal Church self-titled. Metal Church self-titled, $48.99. I've already got one tag for Jamie Butler. Jamie, there's yours. Jamie Butler, Metal Church, $48.99. Metal Church is $48.99. I have 2 copies left. Here's another BOC. This is a new release from last week. We just got them in this week. Tyranny and Mutation. That's from Blue Oyster Cult, 50th anniversary edition of 2000. Numbered copies on blue vinyl, $44.99 for Blue Oyster Cult Tyranny Mutation. That is the limited and numbered There's number 183, blue vinyl. I've got 4 more copies of one of the greatest albums of all time, Neil Young Harvest, $29.99. Remastered from the original analog tapes, $29.99. Heart of Gold, Old Man, beautiful music, Neil Young, $29.99. Also amazing packaging. It's got a textured cover. It has the lyric insert inside that looks just like the original that came with it. Those are $29.99. All right, I can't believe it, but Queensryche is a $65 buy it now. EX Plus copy, Rage of Order. This is out of print. Can't believe no one bid. You can buy it now for $65 if anybody wants it. $65 if anybody wants it. I'll put up another auction in 1 second. The Yardbirds is at $133 with Jeff McMaster. Clint Howard wants a Neil Young. Sherry Darnell wants a Neil Young. I have 2 left. Also got a restock of Madonna. There was 2 people on this waiting list. Cody Chandler and Darren Wortman. There's Cody. There's Cody's. And there's Darren's. These are $42.99. I've got 2 left. And that is Madonna's 1990 Greatest Hits album, $42.99. By the way, I do have one of these on colored vinyl. It's about $160, but you can have this one for $42.99. Black vinyl 2LP. Holiday, Like a Virgin, Material Girl, Vogue, Justify My Love, Papa Don't Preach, Like a Prayer, Into the Groove. Those are $42.99. Alex Roman also wants a Neil Young Harvest. We pulled one for Clint and Sherry. There's one for Alex. Linda's out on the Yardbirds. Alan Cates wants a Madonna, and so does Linda Lamb. Madonna is sold. Last record before I change crates is Flock of Seagulls. Flock of Seagulls. Orange vinyl, new remaster reissue. That is $36.99. $36.99. Robert, I'm going to also pass on your offer for Rage of Order. That's also because Gwen Carley also claimed it. Robert, if you want this for $65, you can have it. If you want to pass, I'm going to sell it to Gwen Carley for $65. I can't believe no one bid on that, honestly. The Yardbirds is up for auction. Let me do one more call on it. Now that Linda Hasty's out, we have Jeff McMaster has this for $133. It's over, under, sideways, down. It's a mint 1966 Terre Haute press in shrink wrap. An extremely top copy, original Epic label in the original inner sleeve, and it looks unplayed. Very rare in this condition. Very rare in this condition. Usually we get VG copies. I'll call that one near mint minus. Alan Young, first on Neil Young. Robert passes. Thank you for the offer, but I feel like we could show that next Friday on Metal Night and have no problem selling it. And then Alan, I got your Neil Young. By the way, Flock of Seagulls is on orange vinyl. This is the first time this has been repressed in years, possibly since the initial pressing. I don't think there's any kind of new remaster out except for this one. Iran, that's $36.99. The Yardbirds is on its final call. Jeff McMaster has it for $133. I'm about to sell it to Jeff, $133. All right, brother, buy responsibly. Yeah, we've had a big week, and we got a lot more. What am I trying to say? A lot more stuff tomorrow. Heather, Hysteria is $49.99. Def Leppard Hysteria, $49.99. We have Metal Church, Blessing in Disguise, $48.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Live, Double Trouble, $48.99. Stevie Nicks, Crystal Visions, $39.99. So, Def Leppard is a 2LP remaster. Metal Church is music on vinyl. So is Stevie Ray Vaughan. I have sold a ton of those. That's an early live concert of his. Stevie Nicks is a 2LP compilation. I can't believe I still got Dave Matthews Band. I don't think I can get any more of these. I may, but these were low stock when I ordered them. Remember Two Things, and I think y'all know how pricey Dave Matthews Band stuff gets. 2 copies of Metal Church, $48.99. That's their self-titled album. Bluest Occult, Tyranny and Mutation, $44.99. That's the limited, numbered, and colored series. And Flock of Seagulls, $36.99. Orange vinyl. All right, let's go ahead and sell Jeff McMaster the Yardbirds for $133. That's a like new copy. Perfect one. Hard to find them in those conditions. Billy Humphrey wants Def Leppard. I will make sure Heather Perry doesn't want it. She just asked about it. If Heather passes, we will... if Heather passes... Let's see. Yeah, if Heather passes, Billy, that's yours. And then Billy, if she ends up taking it, I can put you on a wait list. Was the Hysteria a German press? Yes, made in Germany. Let's see. Yardbirds 135, calling it too quickly. It's been up for a while. We've had it up for 10 minutes, but it was a mono press. Sorry, it's sold. Jeff McMaster 133. It'd been up 10 minutes probably, maybe longer. You must have got off for a second, John. You can't get off. You got to stay on the feed. Not even if your house is on fire. Oh my gosh, you got to stay here with us. All right, what's the next auction we have here? Is this XTC? Yeah, XTC. XTC. This is Go-To. XTC Go-To 1978. Near mint. Near mint. This is $30 start. XTC Go-To $30 start. You can ask Jeff McMaster if he wants to sell it to you. He probably wouldn't take $200 for it though now. XTC is a $30 start, and Led Zeppelin Coda. This is a German pressing. A German pressing of Coda. Kind of a unique color label there. The vinyl is absolutely near mint pristine. The cover has a couple spots right here and some original or a retail sticker residue. I need a $35 start on Coda. That's a nice German pressing. How to get your daughter to bed. You got to carry around your phone with you. No, let's see. I missed, well, James Bragg bid on the Yardbirds, but I've already sold it. Heather Perry said pass on Def Leppard, so Def Leppard goes to Billy Humphrey. Billy, you did get that. Jerry Wallace gets a Stevie Nicks. Arnold at Chavez is at 31 on XTC. And Doug Jefferson wants a Flock of Seagulls. I think we're done with that crate. Flock, BOC, Metal, Church, DMB, Dave Matthews Band, Stevie Nicks, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Metal Church. 31 on XTC, and we're looking for a $35 start on Coda. Coda. All right, let me grab a crate of new vintage stuff for tonight. I'm going to put these. I can't wait till we get new crates in. All 5,000 crates we have are full of vinyl right now. Ed can't wait either. Yeah, I'm going to order a huge pallet. So, all right, let me see what we have here. Do I have, how many auctions do I got up right now? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to, let's do this other Psychedelic Furs. Oh, we have 2 auctions, so I'll wait on that one. I take mine to the toilet. Yeah, I think a lot of people do. This one guy said he didn't want to miss anything. He had it propped up in the shower one night watching. I was like, hey, man, whatever it takes, right? All right. So after this, I got a crate of Murfreesboro stuff to show. And I've got another crate from Dallas. I got this crate from Dallas, another crate from Dallas. I've got a crate from the Murfreesboro collection, which is a lot of blues reissues. And let's see here. All right, Arnold of Chavez, final call. He has XTC for $31, going twice, going 3 times. No one has bid on Coda yet. A great sounding German record, German pressing. $35 start on that. Brian C's at $35 on XTC. Everything in here is first come, first serve. Gwen, you got Queensryche for $65. First record is $24.99. Iggy Pop, blah, blah, blah. It has some staining on the cover here. $24.99, really nice vinyl. Nothing wrong with the vinyl. $24.99 for Iggy Pop, blah, blah, blah. Spirit is $39.99. It's a 1968 OG on Ode, really clean vinyl, $39.99. Mystery to Me, Fleetwood Mac, $24.99. Fleetwood Mac, Mystery to Me, $24.99. That will get snagged very quickly. $74.99 for the Police, Zenyatta Mondata Super Disc. Nautilus Super Disc of the Police, Zenyatta Mondata. That is $74.99. Where do you buy crates? The ones I'm about to order tonight is on Milk Crate Direct. It's called Milk Crate Direct. 54 crates is $750 plus shipping. I think after shipping freight, it's about $1,000 for 54 crates. And yeah, I think as many as we've bought, we sometimes buy 24, 58, however they sell them. They cost us about $17, $18 a piece. And that's went up recently. So, yeah, they're not cheap. But, man, these things they're rigid. So, okay. Brian C's at 35 on XTC. Arnold, if you're out, please let me know so I can wrap that up. And Tony Murphy. First claim out of here goes to Tony Murphy, Fleetwood Mac. That's so to Tony Murphy. All right, if anybody wants Led Zeppelin, $35 buy it now for Coda. $35 buy it now for Coda. Somebody needs to be all over that. German pressing. Near mint minus VG plus cover. Next, $19.99, The Police. This is Synchronicity 2, 12-inch single. It's in shrink wrap, which is kind of probably needs to be taken off, but we left it on there. And that is $19.99. Arnold's out on XTC. Final call is $35 with Brian C. Eric Smalley, first to Coda. Sell that to Eric. Let's put up another Oingo Boingo. Let me do... so over here, I've got King Diamond, Meat Puppets, Talk. This is the crate I had on... Yeah, this is the crate I had on a Facebook flip video. But there is some stuff in here I'm going to auction, starting with the Oingo Boingo. This is a VG Plus, 1982 Electro Sound Pressing. Oingo Boingo VG Plus. Has some used stickers there that needs to be peeled off very carefully. Gold stamp promo. VG Plus on the vinyl. Obviously about a VG Plus cover. And inner sleeve is there. 1982 OG. That is a $40 start for Oingo Boingo. Nothing to fear. Danny Elfman. $40 start on Oingo Boingo. $40 start on that. Brent Hall was first to The Police. And I'm assuming, Brent, you want the 12-inch single. If that's correct. I still got the Nautilus Super Disc. And Matt Kolb, you were second to that. All right, let's also go ahead and sell XTC to Brian C. for $35. I'm looking for a $40 start on Oingo Boingo. And Psychedelic Furs is our next auction. This is midnight to midnight. Near mint copy. Original inner sleeve. This is top. Top copy. $35 start. $35 start. Pete W. is in on Oingo at $50. Next record in here is $29.99. This is an OG Synchronicity. It's on purple vinyl. I know it looks black, but you got to hold it up to the light. If you have one of these, go hold it up to the light. It will probably turn purple. $29.99 on Synchronicity. The Ramones, Pleasant Dreams. 1981 UK pressing, $39.99. $39.99. Brad Moore is in on the Furs at $35. Krista Moss was first to The Police. Matt Kolb was second. Matt, you were second to that one too. Francis Drennan was third. The Velvet Underground. This is $39.99. It's a 1985 press. No, it's not a $2,000 one. It's a $39.99 one. It's 1985. Velvet Underground and Nico. You can't peel off the banana on that one. Trez Dabney, first to the Ramones. Velvet Underground sold to Brian Hummel. Do you still have Tears for Fears? Are you talking about this right here? If you're talking about this right here, Songs from the Big Chair, I do have those in stock. They are $39.99. It's a great sounding remaster. I also have U2 October. I can't believe we hadn't sold out of those. It's on colored vinyl with booklet. Those are $36.99. And here's another one. Wasp on red vinyl, $44.99. That's a couple just quick side nuggets. And I actually checked the guy out at the store. Sometimes I'm behind the register. He bought a copy of this right here. He said, I come in here the other day and they were all gone. He said, I'm glad you got a few more back in stock. I said, yes, it's a big album. We sell them quite often. And that is Ziggy Stardust, $31.99. All right, so Trez Dabney got the Ramones. Brian Hummel was first to Velvet Underground. Michael Nath, you were second. Mark Pfeiffer, you were next to the Ramones. And Eric Smalley, he wants the Tears for Fears that I just showed. Sell that to Eric, Tears for Fears. And Darren Wortman wants a Wasp on red vinyl. I have one of those left. High bid on Oingo Boingo is to... High bid on Oingo Boingo. Oingo Boingo goes to Pete W. for $50. That's a final call. And we have Psychedelic Furs, Brad Morris at $35. And Brad, I saw your compliment earlier about our selection. Thank you. We do a lot of traveling and spend a lot of money to get these records here to y'all. So I hope you enjoy them. Sometimes we have sleepless nights trying to get these back here and ready to sell every night like we do. Elvis Costello, Spike. Here's one we don't get too often as an OG. This is $34.99. Elvis Costello Spike. It has a little bit of a ding up here on the cover. I don't get that one too often. $34.99 on Spike Elvis Costello. I think that's like 90, isn't that 80? Yeah, 89. I knew it was 89 or 90. Spike, $34.99. Jeff Johnson wants a Ziggy Stardust. This is also one of the greatest and most important rock albums, in my opinion. I love the song Moon Age Daydream, of course, Starman, and then Ziggy Stardust. Suffragette City's on there. That's a great album. $31.99. Sell that one to Jeff Johnson. Final call on those two auctions. Is $35. Yeah. Patti Smith Group is sealed. $49.99. 1979 sealed. $49.99. Patti Smith Group Wave. $74.99. I went ahead and put this in here. Man, we never put these in the bins. They usually auction. Motley Crue, it's a near mint OG. Does have a saw mark. $74.99 for Girls, Girls, Girls. That is a US OG. Patti Smith is sealed, by the way. Slayer is also $74.99. Hell Awaits, and this is a 2008 picture disc. 2008 picture disc for Slayer. $74.99. Hell Awaits. All right, Jeff McMaster is going to get the Motley Crue. That was $74.99. That was stickers. So to Jeff. Oingo Boingo goes to Pete W. for $50. And Brad Moore gets Psychedelic Furs for $35. Those are also time for two more auctions. Let me show one more record. Triumph Allied Forces. $19.99 Triumph Allied Forces. Go ahead and pull a Ziggy Stardust for Alex Roman. Now we need to make a note. I got to order more. Ziggy Stardust, so do Alex Roman. Next auctions. Let's do this King Diamond. I think some people are waiting on that. And what else do I have in here? This check condition crate is incredible. I don't know if we just need to keep auctioning that stuff. This copy of Dio is sealed. Wow. All right. Michael Nath gets Triumph. That's a good decision. I really like their music. Dio is sealed. Intermission. Let's take a look at it. Let's get it out of the sleeve. Yeah, 1986 sealed. Has the hype sticker. Has the tear and the shrink there. The shrink isn't gem mint, but the vinyl is. It's near mint sealed. Dio Intermission. I'll put that up for just a $45 start. It's a sealed copy. This wouldn't be a bad one to go ahead and open. It will really show off the black cover that don't have any wear on it because the shrink wrap has protected it. You might want to keep that hype sticker, or you might just want to open it up and just leave the shrink on there. But that would be one I would take the shrink completely off and then put it in a nice sleeve. That's a $45 start. Joe Gabriel's in, and then I've got King Diamond Them. Also a $45 start. Original inner sleeve. This is a VG Plus. VG Plus on the vinyl. King Diamond Them on the Road Racer label. $45 start on King Diamond Them. $45 start. Next auction or next record is $79.99. It's the Beatles live at the BBC. I usually have these sealed. I think this is the first time I've ever had an opened one. The Beatles live at the BBC. $79.99. Next is $34.99. That's Rubber Soul. And this is a nice purple capital reissue. Rubber Soul, $34.99. Near mint. Near mint Rubber Soul, purple capital label. Classic important album. Straight Up is $64.99. It's a German pressing. It's got a little bit of a ding or something right up here in the corner, almost like an indentation. But I don't think I recall seeing a German copy. Really nice German copy, $64.99. $64.99 on Badfinger Straight Up. Alex Roman on Rubber Soul. Alex Roman on Rubber Soul. Joe Gabriel has Dio for $45. That is going once, going twice to Joe Gabriel. He has Dio for $45. That is about to be sold to him, and King Diamond is a $45 start. Can you read the dead wax of Badfinger? I had a feeling that was coming. Dead wax. Side 2. I have to get out my microscope. It looks like 33234B-1. Really clean looking copy. And then, 93 maybe. Something 3. I think it's 93234A-1. And that is a 72 German pressing. $64.99. Badfinger Straight Up. Chad, is the sealed fair warning still available? Yes, we have fair warning still available. $99.99. Nose in at 45 on King Diamond. I'm about to sell both of those, 45 and 45. Billy Lee Riley in action, $49.99. White label promo. Billy Lee Riley in action. GNP Crescendo, $49.99. Evening Star, Fripp and Eno, $39.99 for Evening Star, Fripp and Eno, $39.99. Rock and Roll High School original soundtrack, sealed, $74.99. 1979 pressing, sealed, and that is $74.99. John wants the Van Halen fair warning from earlier. I think it's right here in this crate. Man, we still got U2, the Beatles, John Lennon. This is stuff that didn't sell. Van Halen, Peter Gabriel, Brian Ferry, Weather Report, the Fugs, Battle Cry. Good decision. Very nice. Very nice there. Van Halen, that is sold to John Mincemoyer. Ryan Foster first to Fripp. What's the DO at? And Joe Gabriel on the Ramones. This right here. Yes, I was about to say the Ramones is the soundtrack to this. That's sold to Joe Gabriel. Josh Iannuzzi, also Josh Uzi, wants the Beatles at the BBC. We can go ahead and sell King Diamond to No Rodriguez. No, you get King Diamond for $45. I would end Dio, but we've had two questions. What is it at? It's at $45 with Joe Gabriel. Final call. He's the only bidder. It is sealed with hype sticker. The shrink isn't too great on it. It's got a couple tears. It is a sealed copy. Joe has that for $45. Eli's at $50. Clint, we've already sold Rock and Roll High School. Next record is Adam and the Ants, Room at the Top extended version. That's a 12-inch single that I've never seen before. $14.99. The Textones, Midnight Mission, $19.99 on the Textones. Midnight Mission, $19.99. $39.99 for Accept. Russian Roulette on red vinyl. That's a newer pressing on red vinyl. Russian Roulette Accept. That is $39.99. $69.99 for Snapcase. Progression Through Unlearning. 1997 green vinyl. Snapcase. Progression Through Unlearning. That is $69.99. Eli's at $50 on Dio. Joe Gabriel, you're out. You can bid again, or you can say you're out, and then I'll start wrapping that up to him. Pixies. Let's see here. This is an out-of-print record, I'm pretty sure. It's a newer pressing, but I'll put it up for auction right quick. The Pixies is a $35 start. This is called Bossa Nova, the Pixies. And that's a 2008 180-gram pressing, and I'm pretty sure I cannot get that. That's an out-of-print record. $35 start for the Pixies. Dio's at $52.53. Bo Diddley. Oh, not that. Well, I'll show both of them. Dr. John is $29.99. City Lights. We don't ever get his stuff. And Go Bo Diddley, $19.99. Here's what's coming up soon. I have an entire crate of blues reissue, Bo Diddley, a lot of blue stuff, B.B. King, a lot of OGs too. But this is $19.99. Go Bo Diddley. This is Wax Time 180-gram remaster, and Dr. John was $29.99. Pixies, $35, $40, $45. 4 bidders, 3 bidders on that. 4 different bids. And what is this? The Residence, Residue of the Residence. I guess that's the Residence. That is $34.99. And Ultravox, Lament. Ultravox is $34.99. All right, update on Dio. Eli is back in at 55. Joe, ball's back in your court. Pixies, 35, 35, 40, 45, 42, 50. And Michael Nath wants the Bo Diddley. Let's go through those one more time. Not much left in this crate either. First, we have Iggy Pop, Blah, 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 $24.99. Has some cover staining. Joe Gabriel's back in on Dio at 60. Spirit, $39.99. That's a 1968 press. The Police, Zenyatta Mondatta, Super Disc. The Police is $74.99. That's a 1981 Super Disc. Spike, Elvis Costello, $34.99, 1989. Patti Smith Group is sealed. No cutouts, OG retail, $49.99, 1979. That's unbelievable. Slayer is the picture disc. Hell Awaits, $74.99. Badfinger straight up, $64.99. There's no writing in the dead wax. There's no handwriting. No, just those digits that I said, $64.99. Billy Lee Riley in action, white label promo, $49.99. Adam Ant was $14.99. The Textones, $19.99 for the Textones. High bid on the Pixies is $50 with Jason F. And Dio's at $65 with Joe Gabriel. Except Russian Roulette, 2012 red vinyl, $39.99. Snapcase, Progressions Through Unlearning, green vinyl, $69.99. City Lights, Dr. John, $29.99. The Residents, $34.99. And Ultravox Lament, $34.99. Dio's at $65. Eli's now out. Final call on the Pixies for $50. And Brad wants to know the tracks on Iggy Pop. I don't know if Craig's still watching or not, but we have Real Wild Child, Baby It Can't Fall, Shades, Fire Girl, these are hard to read, Isolation, Cry for Love, blah, 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 Hideaway, and Winners and Losers. All right, Dio 65, Pixies 50, final call. Final call. I'm going to put this with the other stuff that hadn't sold from tonight, and that barely makes up a half of a crate. We are selling a high rate of records tonight. There's only 2 auctions that don't have bids, or that did not sell, and that was Overkill and Steel Panther. I think I've got more new vinyl to show, do I not? Or is that all sold? That's all sold. We've already showed those. Yeah, that's all sold. Yeah, box sets. I'll show this, and I need the crate with the motherships and the Rush box sets, which is that top one. I thought there was 2 on there. No, I guess there's 1. So I can show this one. Okay. Motley Crue. These came in this week. We have sold a bunch of them. $179.99. $179.99. Motley Crue, Crucial Crew, the studio albums, 1981 to 1989 on colored vinyl. You get Too Fast for Love, Shout at the Devil, Theater of Pain, Girls, 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 Dr. Feelgood, all on colored splatter vinyl. Limited edition. These came out this week. I've got 5 more to sell. Motley Crue, Crucial Crew. By the way, no putbacks, no cancellations. If you buy one, you have to pay for it. That's our policy on box sets. You can't change your mind. If you pre-order a box set, you have to buy it. If you buy one live, you have to buy it. $179.99. Other things we're a little bit flexible on, but when you buy almost a $200 box set, especially if we have to reorder them for you, you have to take one. $179.99. Limited edition. Y'all know how Motley Crue stuff is. Stephen Total wants one. Jim Nielsen wants one. I think we've got how many left? I'm not for sure.
There's one right there.
I think we got 5 in and we had 1 on the wait list. We've sold 2. So 5, 1, 2. We've got 2 left. We got 2 Motley Crue. Jody Ruffner wants 1. We have 1 left. Can I get more? Possibly. But right now we have 1. Yeah, let me show those. And then that crate with box sets right there. It's Rush, Led Zeppelin, the red crate. Yeah. Mothership. Yeah. I'll show those in just a second. All right, let me go ahead and show this. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Ultra Disc 1-Step by Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. This is MoFi. Amazing. I own one of these myself. I did an unboxing video for it. I got 2 or 3. How many did I get in there? 3, 5, 1? Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I got 3, plus I think I still have 1 on the shelf. $134.99. $134.99. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. MoFi 1-Step box. 2 LP, 45 RPM. Amazing. Okay, we can go ahead and sell the Pixies to Jason F. for $50. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else over here. Okay, Dio was at 65. This is sealed. Dio is sealed. Joe Gabriel's at 65. Final call. Fred Carnell says Ultravox for $29. Let's go ahead and sell that to Fred. He wants Ultravox for $29. Let me find that and pull that for Fred. Fred, you get Ultravox for $29. Show the flip crates. That's coming up very, very soon. Stephen Tuttle got a crew box set. Jim Nielsen got a box set. Jody Ruffner got a box set. And Jeff McMaster got a box set. Jeff is getting the box set. He wants to put back the OG copy he bought. That's fine. I will let you put back an OG one if you're buying a box set. So put back Jeff McMaster's OG Girls, Girls, Girls. Jim Nielsen wants a Crosby, Stills, and Nash box set. Jason Dobb wants a Crosby, Stills, and Nash box set. And if anybody else wants one, please let me know. I think now I have like 1 or 2 left. Do I have Carole King Tapestry one step? You know what? I really don't know. I have Alan Parsons. Man, I used to have stacks of Carole King and Janis Joplin. I don't think I do anymore. No, I've pulled them all out and I sold a lot of them to... yeah, I sold a lot of them. Okay. All right, that's our empty crate. Let me bring over some new stuff, and I'll grab that crate of box sets I'm talking about as well. Tanner's getting that right now. It looks like we've sold 2 Crosby, Stills, and Nash box sets, and I think I've got 2 left. The Van Halen, they have not announced dates on those. They have not announced dates on those. Can you put back the Tool box set? Yeah, I also have Tool Fear Inoculum box sets. I have Tool Fear Inoculum box sets. Imagine one's in my hand right now for $80. $80. Okay. Let me show these box sets first. All right. We have Rush Time Machine. Rush Time Machine, $89.99. Rush Time Machine, live in Cleveland, 2011, 4LP. Rush is $89.99. Time Machine, live in Cleveland, $89.99. 2011 Rush, 4LP. That is $89.99. Now, I've had these for the last 2 shows, and I'm just showing them now for the first time. Led Zeppelin Mothership, 4LP, Led Zeppelin Greatest Hits with 20-page book. These are sealed. They're beautiful. They are $139.99. I have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 copies to sell tonight of Mothership. This is $139.99. $139.99. Strike 10 Bowling Pro Shop wants a Tool box set. Tool Fear Inoculum for $80. If you're a first-time buyer and you're watching for the first time, thank you and welcome. Make sure you message our page with your email address and mailing address. Ed's going to go get some tool boxes for us. And let me see what I have in stock on MoFi. I have Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I think we've already pulled. I have Alan Parsons Project, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right. I've got a lot of cool box sets over here. Let me check, make sure I don't have any more MoFi stuff. I don't guess I do. But there's another Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I don't know how many more we needed. I think we need 1 more. We sold 3, I think. Tanner's taking care of that. Dio sold to Joe Gabriel. Joe Gabriel got Dio for $65. Okay. Sorry, Chad. I'm Strike 10 Bowling. Not sure how I did that. Okay. James Bragg. James Bragg wants a toolbox set. So Rush, Jason Dobb, I'll go ahead and pull this one. I've got 9 more. Led Zeppelin Motherships, $139.99. There's the Crosby, Stills, and Nash MoFi, $134.99 if you don't have that already. And then here's the other Rush box set, Clockwork Angels. You'll get it in this shipping box, just like this. This is $149.99. Rush Clockwork Angels, that's a 5LP box set, $149.99, 180-gram vinyl. It says never before released on vinyl. That's $149.99. Rush Time Machine box set, $149.99. Okay, let me grab that next bin everybody keeps asking about. I'll do that right now. This has some incredible stuff in it. Let me do one more flip through it because there's some stuff in here I wanted to for sure put up for auction. Let's see. Let me make sure I got it all out that I wanted to pull out. I think there's one more. Yeah, I got putbacks to work on. I'm going to put this Danny Elfman. Yeah, John tagged this to auction. I think he tagged a couple others. Yeah, this Ramones and this Danny Elfman. All right, those will be put up for auction. Yeah, we got a lot of putbacks. We got to work on those too. Joe Gabriel wants a Rush. I'm assuming that's Time Machine, Joe Gabriel, or Clockwork Angels. He may want a Clockwork Angels. Do you want Time Machine or Clockwork Angels? Clockwork Angels was the last one I showed. Ramones, End of the Century. This is EX 1980 Portugal pressing. He wants a Time Machine, actually, which is, it's still in the crate. He wants a Clockwork Angels. No, he wants a Time Machine. My bad. We tagged the right one. That's so to Joe Gabriel. Okay, Ramones, End of the Century. Ramones, End of the Century. This is a EX copy from Portugal. $35 start. $35 start. He wants Time Machine. That was the... Okay. Let's see here. I think he wants this one. Clockwork Angels tour. Clockwork Angels is this one, $149.99. Time Machine is this one, $89.99. $89.99. Clockwork Angels is $149. Just let me know which one. James Bragg wants the Tool box set. Tool box set. You got it. The Ramones, End of a Century, EX. What did I say? $45 start. This is a Portugal. Clockwork. That's okay. I was getting Clock and Time Machine. That's Clock and Time. I was getting those mixed up too. Danny Elfman. This is a VG copy. $30 start. Danny Elfman. Let me get it where you can see the disc. Solo, S-O-L-O. This is a $30 start. Danny Elfman, Solo, 1984, VG copy. VG copy, Danny Elfman, $30 start on that. Okay, here's the check condition crate. Here is the check condition crate that was posted on Facebook, so pay close attention. I have a feeling most of the stuff's going to sell. I will tell you the grade. They're going to start at VG and go up, VG to EX. VG copy of Michael Jackson, One Day in Your Life, $22.99. If it's EX, it's not too far from being a nice near mint record. This has a Navy Exchange price tag on it. EX, $22.99 on Michael Jackson. Looking for a $30 start on Danny Elfman and a $45 start on the Portuguese Ramones. VG Plus, $29.99. Runaways, Queen of Noise. VG Plus, $29.99. The Runaways, Queens of Noise. That's 1977 with the insert. VG Plus. VG Plus, $19.99. Loco Gringos. Gringos. That is VG Plus, $19.99. XTC, English Settlement. This is an EX copy for $36.99. EX, Gold Stamp Promo, $36.99. Mike Massey's at $35 on Danny Elfman. Going once, going twice. Mike Massey first on Loco. VG Plus, $64.99. The Velvet Underground. VG Plus, 1985. Hop Up, whatever that is. Hop Up something press. $134.99 for CSN. Yes. Brent Hall got XTC. Tanner, that one was $36.99. Danny Elfman's now at $38. This is called Solo. It is an OG in VG condition. Velvet Underground is VG Plus, $64.99. VG copy of Elvis Costello, My Aim is True, $14.99. VG copy, $14.99. Elvis Costello, My Aim is True. And the Psychedelic Furs is a VG copy, Forever Now, VG, $19.99. That is also a gold stamp promo. VG, $19.99 on the Psychedelic Furs, Forever Now. High bid on Danny Elfman's $45. All right, if anybody wants the Ramones, you can buy it now for $45. End of the Century. That is a Portugal pressing. Portugal, that's hard for me to say. Portuguese pressing. $45 buy it now on the Ramones. That's going over here with Overkill and Steel Panther. I have a feeling somebody's going to buy it as soon as I walk away. Let me see what else I have over here. Oh yeah, Talking Heads. This was a top copy. There you go, Kevin. Top copy. Original inner sleeve. Near mint. I just said top copy. This is in shrink wrap of inner sleeve. $40 start. Little Creatures, Near Mint, OG, Shrink Wrap, Inner Sleeve, Near Mint minus Vinyl, Talking Heads, $40. The Overkill is $95. Danny Elfman's at $48. Jason Elf got the Psychedelic Furs. No, Jason F. got Elvis Costello. Brent Hall got the Psychedelic Furs. Talking Heads is at 40 now, 45. Boys and Girls, that is Brian Ferry, right? Yep, Brian Ferry, Boys and Girls, VG Plus copy, $14.99. Boys and Girls, VG Plus copy, $14.99. Delaney and Bonnie, Home, that's a VG, $19.99. White label promo from Delaney and Bonnie on Stacks. White label promo. VG on the vinyl, though, $19.99. Also a VG copy of Parliament, Trompulation. VG copy on that, $24.99 on Parliament. It is a VG copy, $24.99. All right, Talking Heads, 45. Danny Elfman, 52. Talking Heads, 55. Zachary Smith first on the Velvet Underground. This is sold to Zachary Smith and Aaron Gardner on Parliament. Tanner, that one was $24.99. Parliament. That's sold to Aaron Gardner. Rydell Martin second. Craig Thomas third. Okay, next is a VG Plus, $49.99, and it has the poster. Parliament Live. It has the poster. Next Parliament comment gets this one. $49.99 has the poster. P-Funk Earth Tour. $49.99. That's also sold to Aaron Gardner. He was waiting on those. Update on our auctions. Talking Heads is at 55 with Jason Daub. Near Mint top copy and Shrink Wrap. Jason Daub has that for 55. Going twice. Going 3 times. Update on the Danny Elfman. This is a VG copy. Mike Massey's at $52. $52 solo. Rydell got that Parliament. Excuse me. Aaron Gardner got that Parliament. Rydell second. Colin Butler third. Brent's back in on the Talking Heads. Next is $29.99. It's an EX copy. $29.99. Elvis Costello. Shrink Wrap. Hype sticker. And the bonus 45. 1978. $29.99 for Costello. Elvis Costello. $27.99 for Iggy Pop. $27.99. EX condition as well. Promo sticker on the front, no promo label, $27.99. Talking Heads, 60, 60, and 65. Jeff McMaster, first to Elvis Costello. Mike Massey, first to Iggy Pop. George Somers, next on Elvis Costello. Abby, the Beatles here is $44.99. Stephen T. Camp. Hey, Chad, do you have any Joy Division or New Order vinyl? I do not. Pretty much, there's not much by New Order that's in print or Joy Division. We have a Greatest Hits I had this week. We're sold out. But we do have a box set. Well, I do have a New Order box set. I forgot what it's called, but that's a fairly new release. Tom Dearlove, you were third on Elvis Costello. And this is called, let me see what the label says. Of course, there's nothing on it. This is some kind of Beatles boot. It's a 1973 unofficial EX, $44.99. Those were the days. Abbey Road Revisited. Abbey Road Revisited. Yeah. New Order, Low Life, $179.99. It's got a tear in the shrink right here. New Order, Low Life. This is a new release. It is $179.99. New Order, Low Life. That's $179.99. I would love to sell that to somebody tonight. You would make my night. ABBA is EX $17.99. Shrink Wrap and Hype sticker. EX $17.99. All right, I think I can go ahead and sell Danny Elfman. This is sold to Mike Massey for $52. Final call on Talking Heads. Jason Daub has this for $65. Going once, going twice. Near Mint, in Shrink Wrap. Talking Heads. UB40, Labor of Love. This is EX $24.99 for UB40, Labor of Love. VG Plus. VG Plus on this one, $24.99. Yeah, there's not a lot in print by New Order or Joy Division. When we get OGs, they go right here on the auction block. We have a lot of people wanting them. We really don't take waiting lists because so many people are looking for them. So we just auction them off. Jailbreak, Thin Lizzy, EX $34.99. Has the hype sticker. The boys are back in town. I think this is a later pressing. Maybe not. I thought the originals had a die-cut cover, but this has the hype sticker on it. EX 34.99. Marshall Bassett first to ABBA. Final call on Talking Heads. Greg Preston first on Thin Lizzy. And we have Love is All Around the Trogs. Love is All Around the Trogs. That's a VG Plus, $19.99. The Trogs. Good Grief Charlie Brown Peanuts VG Plus, $19.99. Good Grief Charlie Brown Peanuts. That's a VG Plus, $19.99. EX $17.99 for the Stranglers. A Rural Sculpture. A Rural Sculpture. That is EX $17.99. David Tate got Charlie Brown. Tanner, that one was $19.99. Colin Butler, you were second, and Craig Thomas was first to the Stranglers. Okay, Talking Heads is sold to Jason Dobb for $65. Matt Kamer, you were second on the Stranglers, and Tom Dearlove, UB40, was a VG Plus, $24.99. $24.99. Let me see what else I got over here in my auction bin. I think I got another Talking Heads. I do, and I have a King Crimson Beat, as long as it's not a check condition. It's not. All right, here's that release of King Crimson albums that just kind of always are, for some reason, tough to find. This one's called Beat, early 80s King Crimson. Near mint copy, original inner sleeve, and that's a $30 start. $30 start on King Crimson Beat. Here's another nice Talking Heads. It does have some cover damage. You get it out of the sleeve. This black metal textured cover. It has some cover damage right down here along the bottom. It does have the original inner sleeve. The vinyl is near mint minus. It just got a little bit of damage down here at the bottom of the sleeve. $30 start on Talking Heads. $30 start on Talking Heads. Same for King Crimson. We have Psychedelic Furs, EX $32.99. The Psychedelic Furs, Talk, Talk, Talk. Psychedelic Furs, Talk, 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 $32.99. EX condition. VG copy, $29.99 for Iron Maiden, made in Japan. A VG copy for $29.99. Iron Maiden, made in Japan, $29.99. EX, The Exploited, Death Before Dishonor. Exploited, Death Before Dishonor. That is EX $49.99, 1987. 1987, The Exploited. And a VG copy, $44.99 for Queensryche, self-titled. Excuse me, $34.99. Queensryche is $34.99. Sell Tom Dearlove, UB40 for $20. Josh Huddleston first to Psychedelic Furs. Joe Gabriel first on Iron Maiden. And Mike Massey first to The Exploited. Looking for $30 starts on King Crimson and Talking Heads. Marty Ellis first to Queensryche. We're on a roll. Next record is EX $29.99. That's Reach the Sky, So Far From Home, 1999 blue vinyl. 1999 blue vinyl, Reach the Sky, So Far From Home. VG copy, $12.99 for Talk Talk, It's My Life. Don't get that in too often. This next record is $99.99. We sold a near mint copy last night for $120. This one's in EX condition. Meat Puppets 2. Meat Puppets 2, original inner sleeve. That is $99.99. And VG Plus, $36.99 for White Light, White Heat, the Velvet Underground. That's a 1985 pressing as well. So Marty got Queensryche. Jimmy, you were second on Iron Maiden. Jeff McMaster was first to Reach the Sky. Sean, you were second. Not a lot left there. I'm also ending these auctions. If anybody wants King Crimson, you can buy it for $30. If anybody wants Talking Heads, you can buy it for $30. Not a bad copy. I mean, the vinyl's beautiful. Just has those cover dings on it. And King Crimson was near mint. So $30 buy it nows on those. Ed Nelson first to Velvet Underground. Best bundle price for Ramones and New Order box set. Toby Grimm is going to get the Talking Heads for $30. What is on the stacks? Yes, I was coming back to that, Colin. Delaney and Bonnie Home. Delaney and Bonnie Home. It's a white label promo copy on stacks. VG copy, $19.99. Yes, the Queensryche was $34.99. If anybody wants King Crimson, I guess we'll call that $29.99 now, or $30. It was a $30 start. Best bundle for Ramones and New Order box set. I will do $10 off this as usual. Is what I'm trying to say. Not a lot of room on these, especially when we have to ship them. I'll do $170 on that, and I'll do $5 off the Ramones. That's $40. That's $210. $210, and that is end of the century. That's a Portuguese copy. $210 on those. Mike Massey. Toby Grimm got Talking Heads, and yeah. Sean Jones bought the near mint one last night for $119.99. Okay, let me show a couple more records I've got set aside. These are all going to be quick buy it nows. First, let's tag Ultravox and the let's tag the Ramones and the New Order box set. $210 to Mike Massey. That's $170 and $40. Ultravox Vienna. This is $24.99. Ultravox Vienna. $24.99 on that. I'm going to do some quick buy it nows of stuff I had laid over here. Adam and the Ants, Kings of the Wild Frontier, $24.99. I'm getting in a hurry talking, as usual. I'm not thinking before I speak. I'll put this one up for auction. Let me skip that and that. And, you know, somebody was really wanting this Chipmunk Punk record, so I don't want them to miss out on it. So let me put that in Devo up for auction right quick. So we have, let me lay those over there. Let's see. Mike Massey. My night has been made. Yes, I sold the New Order box set. Thank you. Mike Massey, thank you. Charlie DeFrank said he would give $15 for Delaney and Bonnie. Go ahead and sell that to Charlie DeFrank. Let's see here. All right, so Adam and the Ants was $24.99. Kings of the Wild Frontier. Ultravox Vienna was also $24.99. Chipmunk Punk, $20 start, featuring Simon, Theodore, and Alvin. Near mint copy, Chipmunk Punk. I don't want anybody who was waiting on that to miss out on it. And Oh No, It's Devo has the original inner sleeve. $30 start on Devo. Oh No, It's Devo. $30 on Devo, $20 on Chipmunk Punk. Buy it now on Scorpions, $34.99. Love at First Sting on the Scorpions LP. Love at First Sting has the original inner sleeve. Fred Carnell says Ultravox for $20 and Adam Ants for $20. Sell Craig Thomas, Adam Ants for $20. Sell Craig Thomas, Adam Ants for $20. Sell Fred Carnell, Ultravox for $20. Matthews in on Chipmunk Punk for $20. Stray Cats, $34.99. I don't recall ever having this one before. Gonna Ball, Stray Cats, $34.99. Feels like a foreign pressing. Germany, I believe, $34.99. And David Allen Co. Darlin' Darlin' is a gold stamp promo. DAC, $34.99 on David Allen Co. David Allen Co. Okay, that was another heck of a crate. Let's see what we got going on here. The only thing that's left, I don't guess I've really gone through them again. Michael Jackson is EX, $22.99. That's still available. The Runaways, Queen of Noise. No one got the Runaways. VG Plus, $29.99, 1977, and it does have the insert with it. It's got the original inner sleeve, and it has the insert with it. $29.99 on the Runaways, VG Plus. VG Plus. Final call on the Chipmunks for $20, and final call to get your bid in on Devo at $30. Gwen Carley wants the Scorpion. Sell that to Gwen Carley. Don Unstad said he'd give $25 for King Crimson. Boy, I hate to do that, but I'm going to sell it to you. Sell Don the King Crimson album for $25, and Larry Underhill gets the Runaways. Jody's at $30 on Devo. Going twice, going three times. Boys and Girls, Brian Ferry, that's a VG Plus, $14.99. Those Were the Days, Abbey Road Revisited, EX, $44.99. That's a Beatles unofficial. Love Is All Around, The Trogs, VG Plus, $19.99. Talk Talk, It's My Life. I like that song. VG copy, $12.99. Meat Puppets 2, somebody better get it. EX, $99.99. Stray Cats, Gonna Ball, never had that one before, $34.99. And David Allen Co. Darlin' Gold Stamp Promo, $34.99. Chipmunk Punk, sold. Matthew Chris, $20. And Jody Ruffner gets Devo, $30. Those are all sold. Let me put, actually what I'm going to do, sell Stephen Chesney, Talk for $10. Let me move these over here. And let me bring this whole crate over here. Let me try to sell y'all some, an audio file pressing. Let me try to sell y'all an audio file pressing. Whoop, I put this one in there backwards. Boy, this is heavy. 180 grams add up. DAC 25. DAC 25. Let's sell him David Allen Co. for 25 bucks. I've been wheeling and dealing tonight. It's not even 11 o'clock yet. Y'all wait till I bring out the half-off crates. Whew. All right. You know what? All the auctions are gone. Let me go grab our bin of Japanese stuff for tonight. I've got to go get our bin of Japanese. Give me 5 seconds. In the meantime, let me show some t-shirts. What? T-shirts? Yep, t-shirts. I've got these on eBay. I've actually taken them off. I'd rather sell them to y'all. I think they're all extra large. Let me do these right quick. These are from a collection I bought. They're all clean, unused. They're the first one is Shania Twain. It's a crew shirt, $14.99, extra large. Shania Twain. What do we have? Gitano jeanswear. It says local crew on the back. Shania Twain. I think they're all crew shirts. $14.99 for Shania Twain. No doubt. No doubt. And this is from their Tragic Kingdom tour. Local crew 1997. No doubt. $14.99. Unworn. Extra large. Black. No doubt. $14.99. Janet Jackson. The Velvet Rope. World Tour 1998. Crew shirt. That is extra large, Janet Jackson. That is $14.99. And Blues Traveler, I don't know. Yeah, this one had some, I think this one had been used before. Yeah, we didn't list that one. It has some stains on it. I don't know if anybody wants that or not. We didn't list that one, so really probably don't want to sell that one. If anybody does want it, it's Blues Traveler, live from the fall, $10. Man, we got a lot of cool t-shirts, especially Tool. What we do is we list them all on eBay and usually don't what sale. We put them out here in the store or we show them here on Facebook Live. But I hadn't shown any in a long time. But just in case anybody's interested in those, I'd rather sell them to y'all. Let me show this Billy Squier first. Billy Squier, Don't Say No, Intervention Records. I have sold a ton of these. This is the only version of this album that's in print. Don't Say No, his classic album. It's pressed at RTI, 180 gram, cut from the original analog. This is $54.99. All those shirts are extra large. All those shirts are extra large. Blues Traveler, I'll do that one for $9.99. And yeah, the Janet Jackson, $14.99. These are unworn. But yeah, that's from that punk collection I bought up in Missouri. Yeah, I was in St. Louis. Okay, there's not much on eBay. Actually, when I took all those off, they're still on there, but when I take all those off, we'll have less than 5 things on eBay right now, I think. Okay, this came out this week, Guided by Voices, Sandbox, the reissue of that album. I had an original this one time, and it was not cheap. That is $29.99, Guided by Voices, Sandbox, $29.99. We have 2 copies left of Generation Axe, and that's on colored vinyl, The Guitars That Destroyed the World, featuring Zakk Wylde, Steve Vai, Yngwie Malmsteen. Those are $33.99. 1 copy of Chris Christopherson live, Austin City Limits, Austin, Texas. Those are colored vinyl, $31.99. And Kraftwerk, my last copy, early live in Germany, $31.99. Kraftwerk, early live in Germany, $31.99. Yeah, and the Janet Jackson, I don't think there's anything on the back of it. It's just red and black. Let's see. Colin Butler on Guided by Voices. That's sold to Colin Butler. Dan Triaga on Generation X. That's sold to Dan Triaga. And Van Halen Balance will be sold sometime next week. It will be well promoted. There'll be a lot of people on to bid and probably a lot of people on just to see what it brings. My estimate is 300 to 500 plus. It's a 90, whatever year that came out, OG. Okay, let me go find the, let's see. Let me go find our crate of Japanese vinyl for tonight, and then I've got a new crate of new arrivals. And then here, sooner than later, we'll start with some half-off stuff. Sound good to you, Ed? Yep. All right, let me go back here in the office. Hopefully everybody can still hear me. That's the pros. Novels. No, I don't think they're back there. Let me look behind the counter here. Can everybody still hear me? I'm nowhere near the monitor, so yeah, let me grab this crate right quick. Yes. Let me pull these out. I'm going to hand these to you just to put them somewhere. Those are the ones I hadn't priced yet, and these are the ones I have priced. Put them in here. Put this back here. All right, well, I'm going to try to find more auction stuff in just a second. In the meantime, I've got a crate of new arrivals here. All right. Let's see here. Jimmy says he'll take the Janet t-shirt. That's sold to Jimmy for $14.99, Tanner. Thank you. We're back. All right. Yes. Dio is Magica, $39.99. And yes, the toolbox set I'm selling for $80 is the one that's on Amazon for $90. And it's also originally $179.99. Tool Fear Inoculum 5LP single-sided etched box set, $80. I'm taking a huge loss on them. I'm trying to sell them all. They're available if anybody wants them. Clint Howard says he needs to put back David Allen Coe. He got it confused with a different record. Okay, here's some new stuff from the Murfreesboro collection. Albert Collins with the Barrel House live. Alan Collins with the Barrel House, $19.99. The Murfreesboro collection is a lot of near mint, pristine, perfect 180 gram remasters and OGs. So this is 180 gram and new stuff mixed in here. Albert Collins sold to Brent Rabley. James McGowan said he'll take the David Allen Coe for $25. Ed Nelson second on Albert Collins. Clarence Gatemouth Brown. This is an OG, near mint, $19.99. Beautiful copy. Hard Luck Blues, Roy Brown, Hard Luck Blues. That's $14.99. And Great Moments with B.B. King, 2LP, MCA Impulse, $19.99. Great Moments with B.B. King, $19.99. Brent was first Albert Collins. Ed second. Brent Rabley also on C, which is Clarence Gatemouth Brown. Brent first on that. Robert Johnson second. Michael Nath first on B.B. King. Next was Jeff McMaster, then Brent Rabley, James McGowan. Rob Scheffler says he will take the Dio Magica. That's sold to Rob Scheffler. That was my last copy. I also have Rush Moving Pictures. Who needs one of these? 180 gram, $36.99. I still got those available. Rush Moving Pictures, $36.99. I still have Hard Luck Blues by Roy Brown, if anybody wants that, for $14.99. Charles Brown, Drifting Blues. You're going to see a bunch of these. They're 180 gram remasters from Wax Time. And they're all beautiful, near mint, almost unplayed looking. Charles Brown, Drifting Blues, $14.99. David Bromberg. This is 8 hits, no errors. And that is got the hype sticker on it, $14.99 on that. Alex Roman wants a Rush, Moving Pictures. Michael Nath first to Charles Brown. Jeff McMaster second. Arm Lazelle, I see your iPad test. The Everly Brothers, Songs Our Daddy Taught Us. Lots of Wax Time, 180 gram in here. $19.99 on the Everly Brothers. My Kind of Blues, B.B. King, $19.99. My Kind of Blues, Wax Time, $19.99 on that. And the Everly Brothers, They're Off and Rolling, says Archie, $14.99. Perfect copy, 180 gram remaster of that. iPad test, Michael Nath, first to B.B. King, then Jeff McMaster. Yes, then, my eyes are going crossed. Michael Nath, Jeff McMaster, Brent Raveley, and Alex Roman. Yeah, a lot of B's. Another BB. Next BB King comment gets this one. Midnight Believer, $19.99. That one sold to Michael Nath. That was the next one. Brent Rabley was second. I told Michael Nath early in the store, I said, Michael Nath, there's a crate of blues reissues coming up tonight. You're going to be wanting to watch. All right. Next is $29.99. It's Joe Bonamassa live at the Carnegie Hall, an acoustic evening. Joe Bonamassa is $29.99. $29.99. Next is Dick Dale and his Deltone Surfer's Choice 180-gram wax time, $14.99. He says, I'm going to be broke, and then he was first to Bonamassa. Robert Johnson, you were second. Dick Dale and his Deltones. That is Georgia Lyle, first to that one. Georgia Lyle, first to that one. B.B. King, There Must Be a Better World Somewhere. These are a lot of records he opened new. You're going to find that out. They look unbelievably nice, as in the OG stuff like that that's in here. $19.99. So Michael Nath got Bonamassa. Robert Johnson got the was second. Georgia Lyle first on Dick Dale. Ed Nelson second. Colin Butler third. Brent Rabley first on B.B. King. You said you had some toolbox sets. Tool Fear Inoculum. I can go show one if I need to. They're $80. That's cheaper than Amazon. And Amazon, we usually can't match their prices. They're a monster, as y'all know. If you buy from us, you're supporting small business. Now, you've got an opportunity to even buy something cheaper than you can get it for Amazon. Tool Fear Inoculum box sets, $80. We would love to sell out of them. Fred Carnell on DD. What was that? Whatever it is, I guess I've already sold it. And Tony Murphy. By the way, the stuff from Lewisburg, which that guy had an entire collection of Joe Bonamassa stuff, I still got all of that. Dick Dale, okay. Yeah, here is the Tool Fear Inoculum box sets. They're $80. I don't know how many I've got left, but we sold a bunch already this week. We're getting low stock. Man, this has got some great music on it. Numa, what a great song. And then that first song, Fear Inoculum, they're incredible. Some of the stuff, the sounds they create. Okay, Bo Diddley, $19.99. Have Guitar, Will Travel. Wax Time, $19.99 for Bo Diddley. Let me skip that one. Another B.B. King, now appearing at Ole Miss. That's a 2LP OG, $24.99. B.B. King. Albert King, boy, this is a nice copy, $34.99. This is an OG on Stax. First press, too. It's a Monarch. Really nice copy, $34.99. $34.99. Let's see, Bonamassa. Who was first to BB? George Lyle wanted David Bromberg earlier. Okay. That is, he put DB and not DD for Dick Dale. He put DB for David Bromberg. So let me go ahead and pull Bromberg for George Lyle. And then it looks like we had Tony Murphy's comment on these already on the screen, Bonamassa. And then Jeff came in with B.B. King. So Jeff was first to B.B. King. Brent Rabley second. And Jeff McMaster was first to Albert King. Michael Nath second. Brent Rabley third. Ed Nelson fourth. And then lots of people next. Roger Ramjet, Jeannie Pinnell, and Tool. Tool is sold to, can you still call yourself small business? Yes, less than 100 employees. We've got 9, but less than, technically, 7. I don't know, I lose count sometimes. But yes. This is sold to Stephen Chesney. Anybody else, let me know. No one claimed Bo Diddley. It's still in there. So I'm going to skip the other Bo Diddley for right now and show you Buddy Holly. Wax Time, $19.99. Buddy Holly, that's $19.99. By the way, these Wax Times have lots of really cool inner liner notes on the back, pictures, track listing, notes, information. They're really cool pressings. $19.99. Bo Diddley's $19.99. In My Own Dream, the Butterfield Blues Band. Now, this is a 180-gram remaster on Sundays. Really nice copy, $24.99. Let's see, Dick Dale. Dick Dale will technically go to, if George the Lyle didn't want it, then yes, Ed Nelson. So Ed Nelson, you got the Dick Dale album. You were after Georgia Law, and he wanted DB for David Bromberg. Fred, Bo Diddley was $19.99. Bo Diddley was $19.99. If you want it, it's yours. If not, Tommy Flowers wants it. Maybe, but yes, it was $19.99. So that's sold to somebody, either Fred or Tommy Flowers. And then first to Buddy Holly was Alex Roman, then Michael Nath. And then Greg Brummett was first to the Butterfield Blues Band. Let me try to find something to put up for auction. I stepped to the office right quick. I didn't find anything. That crate's empty. That crate's empty. That crate is new vinyl. That stuff from last night. Let me see what I got over here. That stuff. Here we go. I'll do something interesting. This was shown last night and it didn't sell. The Plasmatics, Butcher Baby, 3 big songs. Plasmatics is a 1980 UK pressing, I believe. Yeah, 1980 UK pressing. $10 start on the Plasmatics. 1980 UK pressing. Butcher Baby, really nice copy. No condition notes. Yeah, EX Plus to near mint. Has that scuff on it right there. Hope you can see that. $10 start on the Plasmatics. Fred Carnell does want the Bo Diddley. Collectco is not a Record Store Day exclusive store. We will not have Record Store Day titles, unfortunately. Bo Diddley is a gunslinger, $19.99. If you're kind of on the fence about buying some of these reissues, let me tell you how difficult it is to find a nice copy of this. I've never seen a nice copy on this. I've never seen a nice copy. Yes, Doug and his son is here right now shipping. And then we got me, Tanner, and Ed working on tagging all this. So right now we got 5 people in the store right now working. Bo Diddley. Next is, this was a pretty interesting record. I was wanting to listen to it, but it's called Country Funk, $49.99, 1969 to 1975. This is a Light in the Attic reissue from 2012, $49.99. Dale Hawkins, Mac Davis, Link Ray. It's a compilation of country funk music, $49.99. Okay, Plasmatics, 10, 10, 11. Jeff McMaster was first to Bo Diddley. Tommy Flowers was second. Plasmatics, 12, 14, 15, 16. Country Funk is $49.99. We have BB King, King Size, $19.99 for BB King, King Size. Near Mint OG, $19.99. Nobody's cutting pictures out yet, Carol. I got to get those to you. Oh, my gosh. It would be easier for you just to fly up here from North Carolina. You could have got all that a lot faster by now. This is a pretty unique record. I couldn't find a lot of... yeah, this is not the one I'm thinking about. But this record is not cheap. $49.99. Funk, Last of the Great Earl Hooker. $49.99. Featuring Jeff Karp. Blues on Blues. That is $49.99. Plasmatics, 19, 15, 16, 18, 19. Brent Rabley first on BB King. Brent Rabley first on BB King. Plasmatics 2020. George Buchanan second on BB King. Vicky, I have not seen your message yet. Darren Bratton first on Country Funk. Plasmatics 2121. Brad Moore next on Country Funk. Or maybe Brad wants this funk, right? Darren Bratton got Country Funk, and Brad Moore, you got this funk, right? All right, high bet on the Plasmatics is 21. Next record is $9.99. It's Tammy Wynette's Greatest Hits Volume 2. That's an OG and shrink wrap. I'm pretty sure he opened that new. $9.99. Also $9.99. Linda Hopkins, How Blue Can You Get? $9.99. Jeannie's at 22 on the Plasmatics. Susie Breedlove first on Tammy Wynette. J.B. Hutto and his Hawks. $19.99. J.B. Hutto and his Hawks with Sunnyland Slim Hawk Squat. $19.99. Wyatt, you were second to Tammy and Michael Nath first on Linda Hopkins. Fred is at 23 on the Plasmatics. Butcher Babies. $19.99 for James Harmon Band. Extra Napkins, Strictly the Blues. James Harmon Band, Extra Napkins, $19.99 on that. I think I got another one, so let me skip that. And, Albert King, I'm in a Phone Booth Baby, $19.99 gold stamp promo near mint. Plasmatics, out. Fred has it for 23. Let's see what else I got in here. Another BB King. LA Midnight. BB King, LA Midnight, 1999. Really nice copy. ABC Records. Very, very clean. Plasmatics, final call, $23. Albert King, first to Brent Rabley. George Buchanan, second. Michael Nath, third. Kevin Willis, fourth. Calvin Ward, fifth. Brent Rabley, first to BB King. George Buchanan, second. Plasmatics sold for $23 to Fred Carnell, the third. I'm going to go ahead and lay that over there. Let me pull something else out for auction. How about the sealed copy of Alan Parsons Project, Stereo Tommy. It's sealed with hop sticker. 1985, $20 start. Alan Parsons Project, sealed. $20 start on that. There's James Harmon. There's another James Harmon. I'm going to go ahead and show both of them or all three of them. James Harmon Band, those Dangerous Gentlemen. That's $14.99. And this is a Speaker's Corner audiophile press from Germany. Mike Bloomfield, Al Cooper, and Stephen Steele's Super Session. And that is a Speaker's Corner, $29.99. It's called Stereo. Is it Stereo Tommy? I have somebody I heard say one time stereotomy, and I was like, I don't think there's enough syllables in it for that. Rob Scheffler's at 25, Arm Lazelle, or Rob 20, Arm Lazelle 25. Stephen Tuttle on Bloomfield. Tony Shore second. And if it's sealed, it must be pristine. It is. We need to ask Seth where the most recent priced Japanese batch is, because I have no idea. I went to the office. I found old stuff. I don't know if there is a new batch, but it's got to be around here somewhere. I don't know what he's done with it, but it's around here somewhere. Okay. The Best of Arlo Guthrie. This is on green vinyl, limited edition pickle green vinyl, $19.99. Alice's Restaurant Massacre and City of New Orleans. That's $19.99. Who got Super Session? That went to Stephen Tuttle. Tony Shore was second. Daniel Cody, you were third. Alan Parsons Project is at $25 of R.M. Lazelle. R.M. Lazelle's at $25 on that. James McGowan first on Arlo Guthrie, green vinyl. The two James Harmons are $14.99 each. Bonnie Kolak. This is an OG. I think it's quad compatible. $9.99. Bonnie Kolak, $9.99. $14.99 for this beautiful Maria Muldaur. I'm pretty sure he opened this one new. It is super nice. It's when I open the gatefold, let me show you. It's like you can't even open it all the way. He opened that new, I'm almost positive. Top copy. Pretty much just opened, $14.99. Michael Nath first to Kolak. Putbacks in part 2, I'll stay tuned. Yeah, man, we got 237 people still watching. I don't know when I want to take a break. I definitely need to and have to. But, yeah, let me show you all the putbacks. Right there. That crate and all those down below it. Those are all putbacks and resales. And I have more stuff, too, as in Japanese stuff. I just don't know where it is. Rich Group, first to Maria Muldaur.
He said what he had priced.
Okay, so I guess if we do Japanese stuff, I got to go back through old ones, which is probably a good thing for y'all because I've got to reduce the price. So, man, I thought we had all kinds of Japanese orders, but I guess we've sold a lot lately. So, yes, I'll put up more Japanese stuff, probably too, in part 2. But I just don't know when we're breaking. I don't know if it's going to be at 10:30, 10:45, or 11. I really don't know yet. Depends on what we get wrapped up here. Peter, Paul, and Mary. That's a Wax Time Remaster, 180 gram. Just $14.99 on that. PPM, Peter, Paul, and Mary. And You Better Move On, Arthur Alexandria. $19.99 for Arthur Alexandria. Let's sell the Alan Parsons Project to R.M. Lazelle for $25. He got that sealed copy of Alan Parsons Project, Stereotomy. Let's see what else I got in this crate I can put up for auction. Here we go. We'll do a quick $1 auction on this. Blue Oyster Cult, On Your Feet or On Your Knees. OG, pristine, near mint, with the original inner sleeves, Blue Oyster Cult, gatefold OG near mint. $1 start on that. $1 start on BOC on your feet or on your knees. $1 start. Let the bids begin. Michael Nath, first on Peter, Paul, and Mary, and also first on Arthur Alexandria. Any more to those deep purple from the other night? The new ones, yes. And there's more that didn't get delivered today that will be here on Monday, the rest of that new release. We have Johnny Burnett. Boy, I highly recommend this. I have an original copy of this. It's probably my most prized and valuable record in my collection. This is the beginnings of rock and roll. You need this. $24.99. That first track, Honey Hush, Train Kept a Rolling. That is essential. I wish there was a bunch of those in stock where I could order them and sell them to y'all. Right now, I don't think that's in print. I hope it is, though. I hope it is soon. Solomon Burke, If You Need Me. Solomon Burke is $19.99, another wax time. That's $19.99. We also have Chuck Berry, After School Session with Chuck Berry, $19.99 on that. And Carrie Underwood, My Savior, and this is on clear vinyl, $19.99 for Carrie Underwood, My Savior. Okay, I thought I was first on stereo. Tony, that was an auction. That was an auction. Sometimes Tony watches without volume, so he may not knew that was an auction. That was an auction, Tony. That was an auction. Armlazelle had the high bid at $25. BOC 1145. Sean Fairweather wants an Iron Maiden from earlier. Those are right here. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. I have 2 of those left. Yes, I also need to recap new vinyl from the night because we still have a lot of killer stuff. That's sold to Sean Fairweather. BOC 7, Brent Rabley was first to the Johnny Burnett. Amazing. Yeah, I've got an original press of that. It's probably my most valuable record. Johnny Burnett. That was one of those when it came in, it wasn't even a question, should I keep it? It's like, I may not see another one for 10 years. Jeff McMaster was second. BOC is at 10. Brent Rabley first on Solomon Burke, and that one was $19.99. I forgot to sticker that one. Yeah. BOC 11, BOC 12, BOC 11. Brent Rabley first to Chuck Berry, and Susie Breelove first to Carrie Underwood. BOC 15, 13, 13. Michael Nath next on Carrie Underwood. Jeannie Pinnell 16. Tommy Flowers says he would give 15 for JB Hutto. Sell out to Tommy Flowers for $15. Neil Smith 17, 18, 18, 20. High bid on BOC is we got 2 people at $20. All right, here's what's left. James Harden. If anybody wants both of them, I'll do $20 on the James Harden bands. They're near mint. Pretty sure those things were sealed and he opened them. Neil Smith has the BOC at 20. Randy, you're second, so you're out. These Everly Brothers had pretty high reviews on Discogs. You know, pretty tough to find clean originals of these. These are early albums. I think these originally came out in, these are earlier albums. But if anybody wants both of these, I will do $5 off. I'll do $30 for both of those. I'll do $30 for both of the Everly Brothers. And the last record left is Roy Brown, Hard Luck Blues. Roy Brown, and that is $14.99. $14.99. Toolboxes are $80. Yes, toolboxes are $80. The James Hardman, sell those to Jeff McMaster, both of them for $20. BOC 2221, and sell Brent Rabley, the Everly Brothers, for, I said $30 for both of those. Brent Rabley was first to that. Jeff McMaster was second. Eli says yes on the toolbox, I believe, $80. Or I don't think he's wanting to buy one. He's saying yes, $80. Yes, tool is $80. $80.
Okay, so Brent got those last 2.
Jeff McMaster got both James Hardens for $30. No, he got both James Hardens for $20. Jeff McMaster got both James Hardens for $20. Brent Rabley got both Everly Brothers for $30. Okay. BOC, Randy Scarborough's at $22. BOC, Randy Scarborough's at $22. We're going to sell this to Michael Nath for $10. Hard Luck Blues, Roy Brown. It's got a black cat on it. That's sold to Michael Nath for $10. Jeff Johnson wants 2 toolbox sets. How many are we getting down to, Ed? We got to be getting low now. We've sold a bunch this week. We still got some? I want one. I mean, I've got to keep it just for a bad memory. Plus, I kind of like Tool. I mean, I'm kind of starting to really get into them. I like them. BOC's at 25. That's our current auction. And Tool Fear Inoculum, $80. Let me show those one more time. $10 cheaper than Amazon. When these originally came out last year, they were $179.99. Yes, we might even have a celebration sale if I sell them all. I mean, it's I got a lot of money tied up in these things. Oh my gosh. I think they cost me, I'm probably taking a $50 or $60 loss on those. I'm probably taking a $50 or $60 loss every time I sell one of those. Yeah, Fear Inoculum is a great album. If you like Tool, I mean, well, I guess if you like Tool, you probably like it all. Randy's at 25 on BOC. That is going twice, going 3 times. And yes, some people unfortunately pre-ordered it with us and paid $180. Some people have got some for $100. I've sold some for $115. Glad I mentioned that tonight. Don't want a portion of your loss, though. We got 3 left on that shelf.
If there's more, I don't know.
There's more. Okay, there's more that Ed can't get to. So,
You don't know. I don't know if we do.
Oh, we don't know. So we could have 3 left, or we could have more. All right. Let me grab. Let me see. Let's transfer some of this over to a crate so I can get it on the table better. Let's see what we got here. I got skills at picking up records. Okay, let's see what's going on here. If you missed it earlier, we showed Rush power windows. We have a huge wait list for that. Let me flash one up on the screen right quick to let everybody know about Rush power windows in case you missed out on that earlier. Gavin says he'll take a toolbox set. So this was a surprise announcement from one of our distributors this week. I had a bunch of these back ordered. I grabbed 20 more. We sold out. I got 10 more on Monday. I don't know if I can get any more, but lately I've been able to get these. $36.99. This is a 200-gram version. I can't believe that's still in print. $36.99. I mean, y'all have seen what we've auctioned some of the 200 grams for recently. $36.99. These are just surprises. We have no idea these are coming. If you want on that waiting list, we should have more next week, which means you will have more. You will be invoiced the following Monday. So the names will continue to roll. Power windows. I give it a 10 out of 10. I had it playing through a music hall turntable. I don't know what kind of amp that is, but I've got Klipsch Bell speakers up here that are top of the line. An Onkyo receiver, music hall turntable. It's a store model we have up here. And I got the speakers of the True Gem. This is a blowout of an album. I can't believe how good. And then I think Stephen Chesney bought one of the auction 200 gram. He will agree with you. He just commented. It's amazing. It's like a one step. Fantastic quality. $36.99. I hope you buy one of these. We have a long waiting list, but I'm about to order a bunch of them, like as many as they'll send me. I might say I'll take them all. I'll come get them if I have to. $36.99 for Rush Power Windows. Get on that waiting list if you didn't get one already tonight. So, Tool Anima last week. Gavin, that's a very expensive record. I've had 2 before. I had one sealed and I had one open from the Birmingham collection. It's also one of the most expensive records I've ever sold. I had one with a hype sticker down in it from Kevin Cave of Rock's collection, and we had a sealed one time. That's a minimum of $1,000 record. It's never been repressed. Tool Anima is a very expensive record. They've also never put 10,000 Days on vinyl. We have Tool Undertow in stock. We have Tool Lateralis in stock, and we have Tool Fear Inoculum in stock. But 10,000 Days and Anima's never been repressed officially. since that initial release in, I think, 1996. So, okay, Gavin, I got you down for a toolbox. Fred Carnell gets BOC for $26. That's sold to Fred Carnell for $26. And let's see here. Here's what I plan on doing. Let me go through some new vinyl. I don't know when I'll break, but I think we might have a late part 2 tonight if Tanner and Ed's okay with it. Is that a yes? They went silent. We will do that. I plan on doing some half-off stuff. Let me go through some new vinyl. We'll take a break, and then I want you to come back because we're going to go back through everything that didn't sell tonight. We're going to go back through everything that didn't sell tonight, which is a half of a crate of really good stuff. We're also going to do some half-off crates like we did last night. This is some half-off stuff. You don't want to miss that. Okay, Rush waiting list. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. Michael, Eddie, David, Chris, Bob, Scott, Jeannie, Joe, Chris, Tina. If you're a first-time buyer and you got on that waiting list, please, Tina Abraham, if that's your first purchase with us, please make sure you message us. Jonathan Berg, John Porter, Dakota, Jeff. Oh, yeah, and putbacks. Yes, putbacks. So part 2 will be like a whole new show. And what we don't get through, we have another show tomorrow. Okay, Iron Maiden, 2 copies. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, $36.99. We have Defiance, music on vinyl, new release. Limited in number to 1,500 on blue vinyl. That is $38.99. $38.99 for Defiance, product of the Societies. $38.99. David Bowie, live in Berlin. This is on orange vinyl, $31.99. David Bowie, live in Berlin, $31.99, orange vinyl. I will make you a deal on Police. Yeah, there's still some great stuff left in the bins we'll go back through. Queensryche, Condition Human, $33.99 for Queensryche, Condition Human. $33.99 on that. I've still got 3 of them. Yes, Fragile is 180-gram remaster, Bernie Grundman cut, clear vinyl, $31.99. 1 copy left of the Velvet Underground Collected. That's a 2 LP compilation from the Velvet Underground, $44.99. David Eberly wants a copy of Yes. We have 2 copies of Cinderella, Long Cold Winter. Cinderella is $38.99. Cinderella. Gavin says he's been buying from me since he's 13. He's graduating high school now. That's a long time. That's probably, what, 5 years? Pantera, Far Beyond Driven, $34.99. Far Beyond Driven. This is the colored vinyl. Colored vinyl of that, $34.99. Fred Carnell wants the Velvet Underground. Bruce Moriando on Cinderella. Bruce, you get a Cinderella. I have 1 of those left. I've got 1 copy of Metal Church, Blessing in Disguise, music on vinyl, $48.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble live, $48.99. Music on vinyl, live in Austin, Texas, April 1980. Crystal Visions, the best of Stevie Nicks, as of Edge of 17 and Stop Dragging Around My Heart and Silver Springs and Rhiannon and Dreams. Some of those are live, $39.99. Dave Matthews Band, Remember Two Things, the sensational debut album plus 2 studio outtakes. Dave Matthews Band, $44.99. Metal Church, self-titled, that's a music on vinyl pressing, $48.99. Bluester Cult, Tyranny and Mutation, music on vinyl, blue, $44.99. Blue, limited and numbered vinyl. And A Flock of Seagulls, I Ran So Far Away, orange vinyl, $36.99. David Eberly, first to Stevie Nicks, Chris Kirkley on Dave Matthews Band, and anybody else. That's Flock of Seagulls, Bluester Cult, Metal Church, Dave Matthews Band, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Metal Church, Pantera. Bruce wants the other Cinderella for his buddy. You got it. Yes, Fragile, Queensryche, Defiance, and Iron Maiden. Okay. Is there a Cinderella left? Not in here, but we may have one in our other bins. If so, Fred, I can get you one. If not, I got to order more anyway if you want a waiting list. Okay, it's right at 10:30. I never, ever stop when we have 217 people watching. I've got to get something to eat, you know. I'm kind of hungry. So if Boontar Jones wants a David Bowie live in Berlin, we're going to have an action-packed part 2 for a good solid hour, maybe more than an hour tomorrow or tonight when we come back. That is 11 o'clock Central Time. Putbacks, which you don't want to miss. Half-off records. what you don't want to miss, and we'll do a recap of the stuff that didn't sell from tonight.
You'll regret it for the rest of your life.
You'll regret it for the rest of your life, Doug just said. Doug just said if you don't come back, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Wow. Okay.
FOMO.
Yeah. Fear of missing out. All right, we'll be back in 30 minutes. Chad is going to get some food, right? Susie just commented a taco, pizza, burger, fries, a drink, and ice cream. Wow, if I eat all that, we might not have a part 2. All right, see everybody in 30